Hey, YouTube land, how's it going?
Hello.
We have no idea who's here. We are trying to get the little tablet up and working so we can actually see YouTube and StreamYard, but it doesn't like me today, per usual. There we go. Maybe it just doesn't like my new mouse. Hey, Rob, good to see you. Hey, Louise, nice for stopping in. Oops, sorry, Doug.
I'm good.
Move my stuff. Oh, man. What's going on out there? It's kind of chilly. We actually had rain this morning, a little bit, but they're calling for what? Snow, rain, wind, general ickiness going on. Is that the plan, Doug?
That's it. They maybe snow, but down as far as our elevation.
Yeah, great.
3,500 feet, but maybe not, maybe rain. So we don't know. It's going to be supposed to be bad. Something. We need rain. We need precipitation.
We need some rain.
We haven't had it in months.
Oh, man. So, yeah, who else has got snow? Everybody? I mean, we're like the only ones that didn't get it. They are saying that California is supposed to be getting some relief here, which will be very helpful. So that would be great. But, yeah.
But we shall see what comes. People get all hepped up about weather sometimes, and it does not happen. Last time I said that, we got 16 inches of snow in Kingman. It shut the place down for 2 days.
Yeah, that's not good. I mean, we're like living in the South. It snows here, and people are like, because we don't have stuff. I mean, even up on the mountains, they don't have much, right? Don't have a lot of equipment to deal with it. They use what, little quads?
I think they have tractors, a couple of good-sized tractors, because they have to. They're 7,200 pounds. It's over 7,000, I think. They get snow often. That's like 15 minutes out of Kingman, up the top of the mountain.
Just below freezing. Oh, that's just awesome. Awesome, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, by Niagara Falls. It's a little chilly. A little bit chilly there. Boy, my fingers are already feeling cold just because you said that. And high winds and, all the fun. But, Mr. Rob, he's 42 and sunny. He's good to go.
Someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it. Too funny. But, yeah. So we are still dealing with our water issues at our rental unit. We have a, third plumber coming now to hopefully do something useful. The last guy decided we needed a new pump in the bottom of our holding tank because he said it was really old. Oh.
Just the pump, just like ours, just in the shed.
On top of the holding tank.
$400, $500 item.
And it's 2 years old. Yeah. So, we didn't believe him. And after speaking to some other local people, we're pretty sure he's wrong. So now we're getting another guy that actually knows how to deal with water haul properties, which are a little different than city water properties, and a mobile home, which is also different from, I guess, your standard stick built. I don't know. Tubes that water goes through. I don't understand the problem, but apparently it's very complicated.
And I have to say, we might be wrong. If we look and we can't, this guy's thinking like I'm thinking, so I like it. So
we still may be putting a new pump.
Yeah,
we don't know.
At the end of it all, if we can't figure it out, I'll have to do a pump, and we'll wait and see.
Crazy. So we're doing that. We got a little bit of rain, and then we're nursing a fish.
A sick fish. We should have took a picture of her. No, she wouldn't like that. She's ill.
Yeah, she's one of my originals from Connecticut. So she's not young. She is 15-ish years, I'm guessing, because I got most of them when they were like 2-3-inch fish.
A big pond.
And, I've had her since 2000. Well, she's probably older than that because I probably had her since like 2010. So, yeah, so I guess around 15 or before that. Yeah, somewhere in there. I don't know. But she's one of the biggest ones in the pond, so I know she's one of the oldest ones. So, with this cold snap, between that and her old age, I don't think she's going to make it. We're trying everything we can in a bucket in the shower, but, it's not looking good.
But we did get the waterfall working again.
Yes.
I cleaned out the pump and the lines a little, and that water was cold in the pond.
Yeah, the pond is really cold, and so hopefully with the cold snap, the rest of the algae that's in there will die, and we can get it clean again. I would really like to be able to see my fish this summer. It's been like 2 years since I've actually been able to see them, pretty much since we moved the pond over here, because it used to get a lot of shade on the other side.
No, the first year it was fine here. I think it's that light, that UV light.
Oh, yeah, I need a new UV light,
it
too.
It was doing okay for a bit over here.
You know. So, yeah, we got water issues, pond issues, rental water issues, rain coming out of the sky. Yeah, it's a water day, apparently. So, and then just the winter blues. I know people have, Adam's pipes froze, but luckily it was nothing major, nothing broke. So,
his pipes freeze fairly often.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of insulation
under that trailer.
Yeah,
he's got a ground set, so he's got the skirting around it. But
that was probably originally like a summer place or a vacation place, so they didn't build it.
We wrapped the pipe coming in from the water tanks because that was freezing every day on it. I'm like, we gotta wrap that, dude. Yeah,
I mean, you're a pretty good tenant, her and the kids, and we're pretty happy with most of it. But we know they are not consistent with keeping the water level up in that tank, because people that aren't used to living with water haul, it's like your oil. You don't want to run the bottom of your oil tank either, because that doesn't do good things to the rest of your system. And we think, run it dry on the regular. Yeah. So at least they're low enough, they're pulling sediment. So it's hard on the equipment. But, she's been there just over 3 years, or just over 2 years. She's on her third year.
She's on her third. June will be 3 years.
Yeah. So we've already replaced one water pump, one water heater, a kitchen faucet, and, maybe another water pump and a pressure tank and, gauges and
pressure switch.
It's getting pricey. We're not going to be making a lot of money off her this year. And sadly, all this happened in January. So Ellen can't even write it off last year's taxes. So come on, Trump, let's get rid of that IRS, because next year, or, we can wait, because next year I got a lot of write-offs.
Yeah, I don't know.
Good Lord. So, yeah, we've been watching the foolishness going on with Trump and stuff and things, and hopefully it's going well, but I don't know. Yeah, That's all you got, dear.
That's it.
That's it. There's no more chat. They're not talking to us. They don't like us today. Oh, my mouse is trying to close the studio. We need more problems.
At least we have a government.
I don't know if that's good or bad. Hopefully it'll get cleaned up.
Sometimes I ask myself the question, why do we need the government? And what do they do? What do we need them for? Do we need them to make sure we have marriage licenses and hunting licenses?
Oh, right. Louise isn't here. She's not in the U.S.
No, she is.
Canada. Government. I believe Louise is in Canada.
Yeah.
They got, I mean, you guys are a mess. We know that. Hopefully that's getting fixed. I don't know. Is anything getting fixed? I don't know. We're going to see.
We certainly need less government.
I don't want him. He wants to trade us Trudeau.
Didn't he quit anyway?
He quit, but then he retracted it or something. I don't know.
You can't just walk off the job and then come back the next day.
I know. I'm just, I'm still tentative, Rob. I'm just tentative about it all, because I'm, good things are happening.
I am hopeful too, Rob.
And
I think it is going.
Who said that?
It won't be, maybe not perfect.
I think it was Jean Nolan on Inspired. When he said, the first day in office, he wasn't even there 12 hours and he signed 200 executive orders. And yes, we all like the majority of what he signed, and it really shouldn't have come to that, but it did. But that's really not how we want this country to be running. Although we got to get a starting point where we can move forward from. And I don't disagree with the orders he signed, but he is right. If we allow that kind of
We're
behavior
giving more
to
and more power to
continue,
them.
we're going to be
presidents.
under the kingship again. And,
Executive order.
we don't want to go there either.
Per order of the king.
Right. He said he would resign when a new leader is chosen. So not technically resigned yet. So
Still getting a paycheck. I say send him to unemployment.
I mean, don't you guys have a vice president or whatever? What do they call him? I don't know.
Vice minister, under minister,
another somebody that wears like a different kind of wig.
They don't wear wigs.
Oh, I'm
Lord.
kidding. But it feels like that, I'm sure, the way that they've been running. I mean, we complain, but wow, they not good up there. Mark Carney, Bank of Canada, and then went to the Bank of England. See, because they're very, very connected with all of that foolishness, more so than most. So now he wants to be the prime minister. Yeah. I don't know, Louise. Hang on, girlfriend. You guys are in as much of a mess as us, or worse. I'm not sure. I mean, now Trump wants you guys to be one of us. I don't know if you want to be one of us. I'll recommend it this week, but based on where you're coming from, it might be a step up. I don't know. I don't know.
Too bad they couldn't just do a trial run.
Yeah, trial run. There you go.
I don't think this is working out.
Hey, Patricia, how's it going, girlfriend? You're not late. We're just yakking, just like always, just yakking. Oh, man, everything's a mess. I agree. Everything's a mess. And it's going to get messier. I mean, you can't clean house and rebuild systems without some things happening that maybe aren't going to be nice. Elon actually said that. I was impressed. Those words came out of his face. He said, it's not really hard to fix, but the fallout from it, people are going to lose their jobs, and people that are, been doing not right things with books are not going to be happy with not being able to do that anymore. So they're going to, stomp their feet like toddlers. So we're going to have some messy stuff before they straighten it back out and get the ducks in a row,
You knew it wasn't going to just be smooth.
Well, a lot of people, like they were saying, the ones going to the Trump rally just because, it's fun, but not really getting what was being talked about. They think magic wand and, just flip it and where everything's great. Well, it doesn't really work that way. A lot of things are not going to be good for a while, I think.
I've just been reminded of what it's going to be like here this week with them everything going after him and Elon from the Hitler sign and Melania wearing that weird clothes they didn't like to have.
Okay, they weren't weird. But he looked hot.
But the fact is, no comment. But they're after
the funeral clothes I wasn't a fan of. I understand they're high fashion and all, but yeah, the inauguration outfit.
I'm saying they go after them, and they'll go after Trump and her and everything they do and everyone. They sue him as soon as he puts those orders out. They take him to court, and that's what they did last time. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping they won't be able to do. I hope there's been enough changes that they can't do. Well, and then he fired, I don't know, like 140 or something people right at the White House staff because he said, nope, nobody that was here before or that I don't know exactly who you are right down to your DNA. You ain't working for me because it didn't go so good last time, and I'm not taking that chance again. And I don't blame the man. Not one bit. I don't care who he puts around him. I mean, they've literally taken pot shots at his head. I think he's got some rights to pick who gets to be in his house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly, Louise. And, we got a lot of those still. And yeah, good, they voted red, but they still, they don't get it. They just don't get it. And like that dude that was talking about Homestead this morning. The guy, we had this nice little farm. I think it was on News Decode, one of his little videos. Yeah. And, he's like, we're homesteading and we're basically taking care of ourselves again, a lot like the Amish communities. Like That's really, I think, the way people are supposed to live, and all this other stuff. Like he said, they keep us busy, 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 busy. So we can't live. We can't be people and enjoy the sunrise, because
I was thinking about it this morning, because even going up to do the chores outside, sometimes you just want to rush through it, throw the hay and run.
Steve, hi, honey.
It should just take time. It's and take the time.
Right.
Sometimes you're like, "What are you doing? You're okay out there?" Because it's time out there.
Yeah, I know, but I just worry that
I'm falling down the triple by donkeys by one.
Willow knocked you out, or well, it could happen.
But you got to take the time, even though life has been busy and kind of sucky for me. Well, not sucky, but
it's not fun. It hasn't been things that you want to do.
Contrast. It hasn't been, but things that have to be done. But you still have to try to take time to do what you want to do, and or something slower for yourself out of it.
Yeah.
Difficult.
Louise and Steve aren't too far apart, and they're both getting the nasty weather, I'm guessing. Exactly. See, she knows what's going on. In owning our business, we surround ourselves with people that we trust. The president has every right to do the same. Anyone who doesn't agree doesn't have an honorable sight. I mean, it's just, that's it. And boy, do we need people we can trust. They're getting few and far between.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, we were watching about the weather too. It's looking, wow, New England is going to get slammed, and it's coming right down out of Canada. So you all are going to get it first, and even us we're going to be cold, and we're looking at snow, and not good.
I saw a picture this morning up on the internet of Louisiana with snow on the ground in front of people's houses. It's like, yep.
Yeah, well, bless Mama said she got 9 inches.
Yeah,
9 inches.
That's a lot.
I mean, that's like real snow for somewhere that never sees a flurry, so that's kind of crazy. Dangerous winds. Y'all just stay warm, huh? Stay warm. Open your kitchen cupboards. Let your water just dribble a little bit so you don't get frozen pipes, because the winds, I think, make it, unless, like you're sub-zero for days and days, but I think the winds make it pipes freeze quicker. That's my theory. I
looked it up.
Well, okay. All right.
You should say, I looked it up, and the wind chill will not freeze water. If it's 33 degrees,
the actual movement of the wind.
The wind itself doesn't make it colder for water. The wind chill is what we feel. But when the air is moving, it cools things quicker, like metal.
Friction, man.
Anti-friction. Friction will make things hot. It's like the ceiling fans. Do they go up or down?
I don't know. I look it up every year and flip them.
Do they suck up or push down? I don't know.
Yeah, I am so sorry. Hot chocolate, tea, fuzzy socks. Get yourself a neck warmer. I should make some of those. I haven't made any of those in years. Just like a little short scarf you can just wear. It just kind of tucks into your shirt collar. It's not all big and bulky. Sleep and trust. We're moving here. Stop jumping around. Okay. Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, I know. We lived in Connecticut. We actually bought a sliding door made for Canada because it was like reversed, so that when the winds blew, you didn't get the drafts coming in. It kind of sucked the doors together. It was kind of cool.
They were expensive. 8-footers.
But they worked. 2 fireplaces. Yeah. See, I'm big on the gas stove. I lived with wood stoves my whole life. I actually had a 55-gallon drum my father turned into a wood stove that was in my bedroom. So, yeah, I know all about that. Of course, he also cut down trees, so wood was free. And he had free kid labor to stack it. So, but I don't want to do that, and I don't want to do it here because piles of wood attract things like scorpions and snakes, and I like having a push button fire. It works really good.
As long as you get warm.
Well, and it's nice here because in Connecticut, we were going through 100 gallons of propane a month.
Yeah.
And here we go through we maybe get 3 tanks a year, and I only keep it full in the summer because I have a gas stove that I cook on. So we should get a gas hot water heater, but again, in the summer, we really don't even need the hot water heater because we have an above ground holding tank that's painted black. So we really miss cold well water in the summer. You can't take a cold shower here unless you literally hang a bag of ice over your shower head and hope the hot water doesn't melt it before it hits you.
No, I just use the cold all the time. The hot water.
Right.
And I don't know if it's turned down, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't even have the hot water really hot because in the summer it makes it like you can't take a shower because you really, you want to get a little bit cooled down when it's 115. So you really don't want a hot shower. Well, everybody's doing okay except for one of my fishies, Steve. I was talking about that at the start. It was half floating this morning, and it's one of my old original fish, probably about 15 years old, and it's a pond fish. So that's about their lifespan. And I think the cold snap that we just had didn't help it. So I don't think we're going to have that fish by the end of the night, but we have it in a bucket in the shower with some medicine and stuff, but it's not doing well. But everybody else is doing good except for the horses are a little on edge. We're not sure why. There's been a lot of activity. Probably snowbirds are around because, it's that time of year and they're just, I don't know, antsy, but we don't know why. Yeah, I always hate to lose them. This is my pretty white one with red eyes, too. I really like her. She's my baby. Had her, obviously, for 15 years, and, but, it is what it is. I just heard banging. I don't know if it was the fish jumping in the bucket or can you go check it for me, or I will.
I'll run over there.
Or if it was just a car or something outside. Yeah, I never like it, but we have 48 of them. Well, just make 47 once we lose this one, but we got plenty, and they've been breeding, so we got her DNA out in that pond, so it's cool, It's sad. It's not like losing a dog, but yeah, it is sad to lose any pet. Yeah, Louise, we got the battery back up too. I actually probably need to change those, but we've, knock on wood, not lost power lately, so that's good.
Oh.
Yeah, how's she doing? Half floating?
She's there. Yep, she's there.
Yeah, she kind of lays on the top for a little bit, and then she swims around and goes back to floating, so I don't know. It's not looking good.
I think she scared me now. I'm trying to walk in and she starts swimming around like, I'm not dead.
I know. I feel bad. Yeah, we go outside and smell the other people around here burning wood, but that worries me because I always am like, are they burning a fire or is something on fire? So, yeah, sun tanning in the bathtub. I don't think so. Oh man. But yeah, we're just, we're chilly and, it looks like snow out there. We've got the white sky going, like you do on a snow day in New England, but just kind of, I don't know. I didn't check the mountains. I can't see out the kitchen window.
It's not.
No snow. Well, we got the rain, so I didn't know if we got a tiny dusting on the mountains or not.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, nothing good going on out there.
The sun's on that Red Lake.
Yeah, I saw it was thinking it was trying to come out, but I think the clouds are just too thick for it today. So, yeah, we're just doing that. Well, I will say, I'm going to publicly thank Patricia she sent me a box of jewelry that she had hanging around from cleaning out her mother-in-law's home. And Doug and I had a blast going through it yesterday. We were just taking a chill day. Doug got his errands run early, went and got some hay and milk and things, and we were just hanging out and it's chilly and we're just, not doing anything. It's like, hey, let's open that box, we were going to do it a couple days ago, but Doug wasn't feeling well and came home and went to sleep. So it's like, okay. We just spent like over an hour just going through it and playing in it.
Wow, what a lot of stuff and cool stuff.
Yeah, Doug had all the stretchy bracelets on. He had a couple big long necklaces on, but he wouldn't let me take a picture though. But it was funny. We had a good time playing in that box. We were like little kids at Christmas. So that was nice. It was a nice break of reality from, life in general.
More in that box, never ending box.
Yeah,
more and more and more.
And I looked up the Avon pieces. I'm not sure. We can maybe go to Kmart or Walmart. I told her if I found anything real valuable, we'd both take a trip to K Jewelry. But those little Avon pieces are at best $20 a pop. So, But yeah, somebody's gonna enjoy them. I'm gonna sell some of that stuff online and send Patricia some something fun. I don't know what yet, but it'll be interesting. Oh man. Yep, Doug's still playing with his hematite. He loves his hematite. We had a fun time. We really did. It was a riot. And of course I know Kmart. I don't know what's been coming out of my face lately. I don't know why. When was the last time Kmart was open? I think one of the last ones closed when we were living in Connecticut. The kids were little.
It was Kmart in Kingman when we moved here.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, Kmart is now where Harbor Harbor Cow Ranch and Harbor Freight are in that building that used to be Kmart, right by the weed store.
Yeah, the blue light specials, man. I remember those.
Yeah, I was sad when Kmart closed, and there was one in Havasu because I helped Joe Rizzio do an initial there.
Well, in my area, the last one closed. I could go to in Connecticut back when the kids were little.
Yeah,
I don't think the kids ever saw a blue light special. I mean, that was like every kid's dream. Especially if it was in like the toy department. Then your mother would let you buy something. Too funny. Oh man. So yeah, you guys been doing anything interesting or just trying to stay warm? I know Texas is getting blasted again this coming week, which boy, they've been pretty much nonstop for what, months? I mean, they've had the hurricanes and now they're getting winter storms and I don't know. Yeah, the cold.
January is the worst because February you start thinking that you're getting through the winter.
I know you get, and sometimes like some flowers will come up,
yeah.
and then it'll get cold again.
But the days just start getting longer, and that's key.
Well, they have been here though. Yeah. I mean, I was like rushing to get the donkeys fed by like close to 5 p.m. some nights, and now I'm pushing them back to
6.
5:45 now. Yeah. Deborah Ortega Traders. In Cave Creek. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Deborah Ortega. I'm thinking I might see her in some of my jewelry chat.
I don't know.
Deborah Ortega. I wonder if she has a channel. There's quite a few people actually in Nevada and Arizona area that have YouTube channels because they sell a lot of the native jewelry. And I don't know, apparently, I don't know, but I think we have to call it indigenous jewelry now. They've made some kind of new online rules about that. And I don't think they're all bad because so many people are selling fakes, knockoffs, and saying that they are, and I mean that's like a, it's kind of like a copyright thing, but it's even kind of worse because that's like a real specific type of jewelry that tends to support the communities that sell it. So
not China.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, turquoise. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm going to check her out because she might actually be online selling the name. Or it could be because I live in Arizona and they sell turquoise and I'm not a turquoise fan, but it's around. That's something some of the people were talking about because we live where they used to mine the Kingman turquoise and now they still get some out of the ground, but they're not mining for turquoise. But I could go and get some of it and sell it to people online because they don't sell it commercially anymore. So it's kind of really rare and hard for people to get.
Kingman turquoise?
Yeah.
They have a store.
Yeah, but they used to sell it to like JTV.
Oh.
It used to be
don't have
like
that much,
worldwide,
yeah.
commercially
They
shown.
just sell it.
Just
yeah,
like
yeah.
Sleeping Beauty turquoise, but that one's also mined out. But I live near the Kingman mine. I don't live near the Sleeping Beauty mine.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're taking out of that mine down there now. But they are still getting some turquoise.
Hey, Ella, how you doing, girlfriend? Hey, Nikki. Thanks for popping in, girls. Yeah, Niagara Falls. I've never actually been to Niagara Falls, but I have seen the pictures and the videos of frozen Niagara Falls, and I've seen them when they emptied it or rooted it, cleaned it out, or whatever it is. They move it off to the side, clean it up, and then put it back where it belongs. Partially frozen. Yeah, it's beautiful when they have like the rainbows and stuff. Yeah, why have I never been to Niagara Falls?
Because it's a long way from where you live.
Oh. Yeah, I should have about gone there when I was on that side of the country.
Well, it was a long way then, dude.
I know, but I'm just saying it was a cool place to go. You know,
I always wanted to go to Niagara Falls. I blame you.
Yeah, it's all my fault.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know why I never went there. That's the kind of place I would want to go to. You know, like I love waterfalls.
Can you imagine going over it in a barrel?
No, I don't want to go over. I just want to look at it. I just want to be near it. I don't want to go over it.
How bad could it be in a barrel?
Bad, really bad. Like you could die. I mean, like really bad.
Jeez.
And you know that whole falling thing, not my gig. You know, roller coasters, no, thank you, nope.
Probably hit pretty hard in the bottom.
Yeah, you know, people have done it and they get in a lot of trouble. They don't all make it. Yeah, no going over the edges of anything. Ella says no.
Water's really hard. When you're water skiing and fall down, it's not soft.
No, water's hard, yeah. I hope you can get from your bedroom to your kitchen and back and forth, Ella. She just got a huge pallet the other day, right when she went live to sell. So everybody else was selling while poor Ella was unpacking everything.
Well, at least she has product.
Yeah, well, we grew up in Bar Harbor, Maine. That's Touristville. I know. The QE2 would come to Bar Harbor, Maine. I mean, you know, that's what supported it. But the nice thing about that, well, I guess you guys, yeah, it is illegal.
It's illegal.
To go over the falls. You're not supposed to play in the falls.
Come on.
No, you're not supposed to play.
Was it always illegal? Because people use videos.
Well, you know, they had to make the laws way back in the day when
who's going to go over this barrel?
Well, because, you know, like, I think like in the 1800s or something, they had like, oh, well, I'll give you $1,000 if you'll do it, or one of those things. Oh, good, Ella. I'm glad. I hope you get some rest, girlfriend. It's a lot of work, man. I wouldn't want to have a pallet that I had. And she's in an apartment, so it's not like, oh, just put it in my garage out there in the driveway. No, you know.
Got to go somewhere.
And she can't, like, pick it up and carry it in. It's, you know, a lot of trips. Worse than a grocery day. She's a crazy woman. I wish I had half of Ella's energy. Half. Oh, man. Yeah, there you go, Rob. I don't know. They probably have some kinds of fines or penalties they can assess to their estate, though, I'm sure. Canada's got worse laws than we do about that kind of stuff, I think. Oh, Lordy. But yeah, I don't know, guys. I think anyone over there on the east side of the country better hang on. I hope you got sand and salt and a good ice scraper and a backup for when you break it. And what else do they need?
Stay home.
Stay home. Go to the store now, get your milk and bread, and stay home. That's a good idea. I like that one better.
At least winter storms, you have refrigeration. You open the back door and you dig the snowbank, and you can put your stuff out if you don't have power.
We had to do that more than once.
That hurricane was bad because it was so hot still.
Yeah.
We lost all that power for that week.
That was bad. Yeah, we lost a lot of stuff that week. They went over the falls in a barrel in 1901.
Woo!
And survived. Yeah, the 85 one, that one I remember. I think they got in a lot of trouble for that one. That's the thing. If you're gonna get over the barrel, over the falls, and survive, you're gonna have trouble on the other end. So you better be prepared. Oh, good, Ella. Enjoy it, because honey, it's not gonna stay. It's coming back. It's not good.
What?
The cold.
Oh man! Earlier when I was
East
out, there, it
Coast.
was so nice out today. Then the wind blew a little and the sun went away. And it
Yeah.
got nasty again.
Yeah, it says it's 50 out, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think so. It's not a nice 50. Let's put it that way. Oh, too funny. Cold, just cold though. And still got the cough. I cannot get rid of the cough. In the 70s this week. Yeah, you better enjoy it. That's not the weather report I saw.
Where's 70s? Oh.
I hope so. It's going to be in the 70s in my house. I can promise you that. But yeah, it's not going to be in the 70s here in Arizona. Not in down south of us is supposed to be colder than here, which is weird. You know, that's the whole thing. We get this whole really weird, because Texas is getting slammed again.
We're supposed to be colder than this.
Pretty much down, because that's that weird cold front going through and hitting Texas again.
Freeze them. They're not. They can't handle under freezing temperatures.
It's just weird.
They'll freak out and freeze.
See, that's what
Maria's
I'm saying,
not here.
Rob.
She'd tell us about it.
No, yeah, we have to ask Maria what's going on. I haven't seen Maria
I'm
in a
getting
bit.
pants on.
Or
It's so
working.
cold.
Woman works too, you know. These job things get in our way all the time, you know.
It's a bummer.
Yeah, the cough and the phlegm and the stuffy nose. Like I keep saying, it's like a bad allergy that just does not go away. And it's not an allergy. I mean, I got this around Thanksgiving, and it just doesn't go away.
You got to do the Flonase, man.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Do it. It's the only thing that got my nose open. Flonase and breathe right strips.
Those things are bad for you, Steve.
What are they?
Tanning beds. And I'm just see-through Irish. I don't care. I don't worry about tanning. I'm a moon girl. Hey, John, how's it going? Mr. Picky's
Mr.
here.
Picky, hi. I can't see the chat. It's tiny.
Well, I can make it bigger.
Yeah, it's all right. I can squint, get a headache. It's okay.
Right here. See, just make it bigger. There we go. Now you'll be able to read it.
Not at all.
We just got to scroll up. See, I just made it really big. Just give it a minute. There we go.
Holy moly.
I told you now you could read it.
Still can't see it.
Yeah, I got German in me, but I don't have any of the coloring. I got the brown eyes. I got blonde hair, brown eyes, and see-through skin, Oh, man. Here, turn it so it isn't all crooked with the glare on you.
Lord.
Now you can really read it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have not seen you ever as brown as you are here. She is brown. Brown person.
And I'm still not tan.
No, she's not. But I never
I get the farmer tan.
Well, your face.
Because I wear the t-shirt. Well, that's it.
Exposed.
Half my arms and my neck and head. Because I'm a t-shirt girl. I don't do tank tops and stuff. I just like t-shirts. So that's what I wear. And yeah, so I have the farmer's tan. But, I just, even then, it's not tan. I'm still very pale. I will actually get because I wear sunglasses and, I'll get the little raccoon eyes going on. Here we got the redheads and the blondes in here. Redhead, blue eyes, and right-handed. There you go, Louise. Oh, yeah, Steve. I got it all going on. Don't mess with me, man. Funny, because when we lived in Germany, people used to, apparently I look German because people would, come and talk to me in German. I'm like, whoa, slow down. I don't know it that well. And then they're like, oh, you speak English. I'm like, yeah, you know, and then I feel stupid because the 5-year-old kid is bilingual, and you know. Yeah, John's got Blondie, the original Blondie.
Yeah.
Louise. She's killing me. I don't tan. My parents didn't know what the blinding orb in the sky was because they were from Scotland.
Did you put that up there? Yeah. Oh, you're good. I'm not, it doesn't come up on mine. I can't see my picture.
No, because I made the print big so you could read it, Mr. Blind Man. Do you want to see the picture or do you want to see the print?
All right.
You have options. It's a tiny, that's why I like my 21-incher because I can see both.
My thing's too small.
Oh, funny, man. Yeah, I'm the strawberry blonde, and then our daughter Emma is redhead, but she's got like the really pretty red hair that people go and pay a lot of money for at the salon, but it just grows out of her head, you know.
It's not really orange carrot topping.
No, she's got the pretty red hair, yeah. Does that make you binary, Rob? Or non-binary? Or I'm not sure how that works.
Well, what's your dad? He's
Italian.
Half Italian, one half.
Yep. And then
so he got really tan every summer.
Yep.
He looked Mexican.
Dark hair, dark skin. Yep. And then my mother's see-through and blonde and blue eyes. So, you know, that's where I got. And my grandmother was dark-haired and she tanned. She lived at the beach. And she was never a fan of my mother's blonde hair. For some reason, that was like an insult to her DNA. I don't know why, but she always wanted her children to have dark hair. I don't know. People are weird. I can't even ask her. She's dead now. Right half or left? It's all mixed up. It's just all mixed up. That's all. They always call me Heinz 57. Oh yeah, Steve. Yeah, you just, I'm telling you, man, don't mess with me. I'll feed you and be real nice till you cross me. And then, you know, I live in the desert. We have deep holes.
Mine shaft.
Mine shaft. Oh, funny. And we have Doug's whole
pretty much English.
What do they call it? They did the thing with the castles and the background history of your the peach name and all that, the lineage, or
what do they call that?
It's not like
ancestry. We got a guy writing a book about it.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about the little plaque thing that they have. It's not really ancestry; it's more lineage. And like Doug's parents actually went to the castle, the Peach Castle in Scotland, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Doug's got his parents went and. Because they did that ancestry stuff, and then they saw that, and then they made the trip to Europe to go and see some of the places. And then is that how they found out about the Peach family reunion in Georgia and got the book with all the Peach stuff
that
in
was
it? Or
before that, I don't know. That was in that time frame, yeah, with John Peach. He's the author. Yeah. So there's like 3 books now. We're in the book. They had to add us to the second edition in our pilgrimage to the West.
Yeah, and they put the kids in too, I think, because I think all the kids were born by the time that one happened. So, yeah, we got a book with our names in it. You know, it's sitting on our shelf over here. If anyone ever wants to see it,
very exciting.
It's a big fat book too, though. And yes, it was in Georgia, was it not? The Peach family reunion was in Georgia. Come and talk to the people, please.
I'm trying to think. We went. I can't remember. Went to Chickamauga Battlefield to see the reenactment while we went to that thing. Chickamauga was in, I don't know, But yeah, we were in Georgia. We flew to Georgia.
These people are killing me.
What?
Killing me.
Yeah, ancestry. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Is
A little dusty.
oh Jesus, it is a little dusty.
The Peach Heroes, John Harding Peach.
Yeah, and I had no idea because growing up with the name of Peach in Maine, there was no one, and there was no computer. You didn't Google people, and so I thought we were it, and then to find out that these people from all over the country and the world were here at this thing in Georgia. It was in Georgia, and we went to. We went to Tennessee. It was in Tennessee, and we went to Georgia to Chickamauga Battlefield. In Tennessee, but anyway,
I didn't go.
Yeah, she
I was very pregnant at that time.
I think you were only by marriage. You don't count.
Right. Well,
no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's okay too.
Yeah. Why?
Just seeing if there was anything on here on the cover that was interesting. He's just listing all the stuff he went through.
Anyway, my brother and my parents had a DNA test done in that one of those testing things.
Yeah, the Ancestry.
Came back all English. Everyone, 100% English, England. Had some tea. So I don't know.
I don't even know how to look in this.
I think there's some other people in there. My dad always said we were Native American too, but
yeah, everybody says they're Native American, but nobody can prove that even through DNA. So it's very complicated stuff.
What we got? I think it's a sign. Mr. Picky Kid, and no one knows where he's from.
Yeah, he says it just spins. That's good. Maybe you're one of the Atlanteans, and you're good. You just don't need to know nothing else. Yeah, Louise is going on a war path with the blue paint, like what's his name? Ow! That Mel Gibson.
Oh, Braveheart.
There you go.
Can never take our freedom.
That's Louise. Steve's gonna come help us bury people in the desert.
Yeah, I'd like a tractor. It would be easier.
Well, even a tractor can only go so far, dude. We need a jackhammer. Or we just go out in the desert.
If you leave, really, they wouldn't be that long.
Well, how long did it take for them to find Brandon?
Yeah, a long time.
That was a while. That was sad.
Yeah.
A friend of ours' son.
Maybe 2 years, maybe.
Got into some not good stuff and disappeared one night.
About 18 years old.
Yeah, 18, 19. Yeah.
That it?
Yeah. And it was more than 2 years. How long ago did they move? And then it was like a couple years after they moved back.
Just last year they found him.
It was only about 3 to 4 years before they found him. So, and obviously it wasn't a good ending. So,
no.
Yeah, the desert is not friendly. William Wallace. Thank you, Louise. She knows what I'm talking about.
Freedom.
Yeah, this is the Wild Wild West, man. Yeah, I believe Nikki wants to take you truck shopping, John.
I'll go.
Yeah, well, don't forget, whoever goes with her gets the bill. Truck shopping.
I'll go with them.
Oh, well, she needs the truck. It's for her, not for John. Her truck has started eating her sweaters now. What calibration between the two backgrounds you both have? Yeah, it's interesting. We pretty much are, the kids pretty much are Heinz 57. There isn't a whole lot they don't have mixed in there somewhere along the line. So, hey, Jennifer, how's it going?
Yeah.
I know, Nikki. I really hope you get that sweater fixed. Her center console, stupid spring kept popping and it wouldn't stay closed, and John fixed it and it popped. And it caught her brand new sweater and put a big hole in it. And then she had to go inside and she got mad and yanked it and ended up walking around with spring hanging over her sweater. She didn't
It's not-
care because she's sick. She doesn't care. But it wrecked her sweater, and it's not nice. Can't have your vehicles eating your clothes. I mean, that's not acceptable behavior.
Vehicles suck.
Yeah,
See, I'm having a bad time, can you tell?
Yeah, Doug's been dealing with that too. I didn't post that as part of one of our complaints for the day.
Yeah. Vehicle troubles. We got to sell a couple and buy one good one. It's not easy because you need the money first to buy it, right?
It's not good. You don't know what's going on with your what is that thing? I never remember the name of it.
It's a half-ton truck. Thank you. Ridgeline. The Honda Ridgeline?
Yeah.
Yeah, something. We'll see. Something's draining the battery, and the new battery and the alternator is working. It's charging at 14 volts. I don't know. Maybe it's not charging enough, or maybe I have a drain somewhere. An electrical vampire. But I hate them. I hate electrical.
Oh, you haven't been around me. An inanimate object attacking people.
Yeah, it happens. And to you, I love the Ridgeline. It's just really beat. It's really, we bought it used, and it's beat. It's a really cool vehicle to have. If the bed was a little bigger, it'd be better. Less backseat, more bed. But I like it, but it's just got a lot wrong with it, and I need to keep it going. And I don't want to put money into it, and I don't want to buy another one.
Well, see, we don't do car payments, so we buy what's available with the money we have to pay for it. So we don't always get the nice car. So
I mean,
you can live with a lot of problems. Like we use it to get hay mostly. It's not.
It's a hay truck, a farm
But
truck, really.
it needs to start when you put the key in it. That's one of the conditions of our vehicles that run. It has to start. I don't know, Nikki. It just, the world just, sometimes, I've called Doug early in the day. Doug and I don't like when the phone rings early in the day from either one of us, because that usually means something bad has gone on. And I've told him, Doug, I'm just going to sit on the couch today and stay away from sharp objects and hot things because it's not going well. Sometimes you just got to bubble wrap yourself and stay away from inanimate objects that aren't soft because you just got to.
It is the contrast, though. It has to be. You have to make because
the burnt toast theory.
Burnt toast.
See,
I was in such a terrible with the plumbing that I found a good plumber, and then I ran into my friend who gave me the tips on troubleshooting the Honda, and still, so I'm bummed out, but not as bad as I was first of the week.
That's exactly what Mickey said. By calling before noon, he says, "What's wrong?" That's what I say. What's the matter?
The phone, you didn't do it before noon.
Not before noon. It's like an unwritten married law, I think. And no, John, do not get something with more bed, because then you know what she'll do? She'll fill it. And then you're going to have to get a bigger storage unit. And I'm not picking on you, Nikki. I'm not. Just saying. This is how I don't get fat. When my clothes that I'm comfortable with the current size I'm in, when they don't fit anymore, I stop eating. I don't get bigger pants. That's not the way to work it. Instant sweats. Exactly.
Instant what?
Instant sweats when you see her number before noon.
Yep.
It goes both ways.
I think I called on Friday because I wanted to tell you that I had talked to the new plumber guy, and you're like, "What's wrong?" It's been a shit month too. A lot of stuff going down.
It just never, for sure. Well, it's good to know we're not the only ones. Crazy, yeah. And again, like Doug said, it hasn't been anything horrible. I mean, yes,
We
the
dealt with
water issue for the tenant is not cool, but it's not like she doesn't have water, and she does have cold water coming out of the rest of the taps.
Well,
just
some of them,
not
some
kitchen sink, and it's not great, but it's not like horrible. Just all these little niggling issues.
yeah.
The winter Wiggies, like I said.
Winter Wiggies.
Wiggies,
Wiggies.
like the donkeys. I didn't get to post that video, but they were going crazy the other day. They were just like, even Gypsy, who's usually the mellow one
Honking off.
of the four of them, she's the mellow, and she's going off and running and kicking, and February 15th, guys, Valentine's Day, right in there. It's going to be better. It will. I promise it will.
Good, you heard it.
Oh, I didn't mean it, but I do mean it.
You heard it.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. What's going on? Why are you calling me?
What's up?
Don't call me. Sometimes if I'm really not having my own good day, I'll let him leave a message and check it to see, so I can check my reaction before I speak to him. Because if he's having a really bad day and I'm having a really bad day, one of us has to breathe before we have a conversation with the other one.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
So you blow.
Otherwise, we both end up yelling at each other and hanging out.
Yeah, that happens.
And then the poor dog goes and hides in the bedroom.
Because you're crazy. She knows it. Self-preservation.
No.
Yeah. It'll get better.
It will. And we do have to give it some time. Let him do his thing.
Who? Oh, Mr. Trump? Mr. T?
Oh, look.
What?
He's so sweet. He brings her home ribs all the time.
You tell me don't bring your home things. We don't have
I
money.
know. I send it all to Nikki.
Yeah. Send it to everyone else. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's good. Screaming on the other end of the phone, that's never a good thing. But, yeah, I mean, I never used to be a morning person. If I was up before 10 a.m., that was like a miracle. So, years of training, Doug knew better than to talk to me before noon. So,
well, you take after some other lady I live with. My mother was not a morning person, remember?
Yeah, no.
You did not talk to her until she had.
That's why your brother and I got along. We get up in the morning and sit at the table and drink our tea and not talk to each other. There's just no need for words before noon. It's just not necessary. Nikki gets on there looking all pretty and selling things.
First thing in the morning.
It's like, oh my God. Of course, don't forget, it's 3 hours later or 2 hours later for her when I see her. So I think it's a lot earlier. So I'm very impressed with how early Nikki gets up and looks good. Yeah, I know. Well, hey, if you're actually looking forward to solid food, that's a good thing, But I gotta say, hot anything has been the best thing to help these sinus conditions. I don't know. It seems to help me. Makes my sinuses not feel so swollen and helps clear them out like a big steam bath for your head, It's about the only thing that really gets me any kind of relief when it gets bad. Yeah, Doug always gives me a big red heart of chocolate. That's the thing. And I don't care what shape the chocolate comes in as long as it's chocolate. So
it has to be heart shaped at Valentine's.
Yeah, see, I was better at night shift, and because I'm still up late, and I'm still now I'm up early. But I'm working on like 5 to 6 hours of sleep on a good night. So I don't know. It's weird. You get old and sleep is a thing that like you crave, like
so you can't get.
Like you wish that you were a toddler again.
By the way, after you went to sleep out here, I was in the bedroom. I couldn't sleep because I fell asleep here and then I went to bed.
Yeah, you slept on the couch for a while because you were beat, man.
Yeah, I know.
Nikki, I can't believe she eats like that, and she's a tiny little thing. Yeah, we're gonna have to get the ribs from Great American Pizza.
Yeah,
they have some really good. What do? They smoke
brisket,
it, or it's all
everything they make down there is great. It's a great restaurant.
Yeah.
We're open 4 days a week. They're making money.
Yeah, well, that's cool. That is definitely the way to do it. 4 days a week and making money, man, can't beat that.
Open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's it.
Well, that's when they should be open.
Yeah, they close 3 days.
If you're not doing breakfast, you don't need to be around on Monday morning.
I think they work the 5th day prepping at least.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he spends like a whole day just like smoking everything and prepping it all, and But yeah, that's that. We got a good place here, Nikki. When you come to visit the Grand Canyon and go on the Skywalk, we'll take you down there to Golden Valley and get you some real good brisket. Yeah, Doug's already gotten a message from his boss saying they don't know if they're working tomorrow, which is, not normal for here. So they're going to call it in the morning because he lives up in those 7,000-foot mountains. He lives
up the mountain, so he'll have some snow. But if it precipitates at all, but he watches the cameras to see what the shop looks like outside the shop.
Well, but most of the guys live in the Kingman area, right? So... if it's not snowing there and they can go to work, why shouldn't they? Just because the boss can't get out,
No, he's not. That's not it at all either. He just doesn't. If it does,
well, no, but I'm saying,
he don't want trucks on the road. That's it.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Just because it's really bad where he is doesn't mean it's bad where the work is going to take place. So, and the guys won't have trouble getting to work if it's not yucky there.
Yeah,
that's all.
Like that.
Yeah.
He hasn't come up the hill at all. He just works from home because he'd rather not come down the mountain.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Why would you go out if you don't have to? Oh, look, we got a little tiny bit of blue sky out there. The clouds broke.
That's to usher in the storm.
Yeah, I guess we can have a couple days of winter, huh?
Winter weather advisory.
Yeah. What's it say? Bad stuff?
5 a.m. Monday, January 27th. It's supposed to be raining outside right now. Is it raining?
I don't think so.
It's supposed to stop at 49 minutes.
We have blue sky.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows, Steve. He knows. No, we live 45 minutes outside of Kingman in Dolan Springs.
It's a city.
I have yeah, I can go get it.
You cut us off?
No, I won't.
I'm
just gonna pull this up. I have a video I posted a while ago, and it actually has a drone footage over Dolan Springs, and people were a little bit shocked at where we live, but I'll post it so you guys can watch it. I just gotta give the computer a second to get to my channel.
But we're also a little higher up than Kingman, I think. A little bit higher up. It's a little cooler here. We may get snow and I'm not get any. But yeah, there's one paved road that goes to the west rim of the Grand Canyon, and that's the main road that this whole community is around. A lot of dirt. We're like a mile and a half on dirt, but it's good dirt. Pretty good.
Oh, come on now. Help me out here.
Me?
No, my computer is just going slow. I'm trying to scroll and it doesn't want me to. I got to find the video that says Dolan Springs.
Well, it's an exciting one, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I'm over winter too, Nikki. I'm over it. We had a great.
She's in Florida. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her.
My brother was complaining. He's on the West Coast there near Tampa. He said it was cold. He's been bitching. He said it's been cold.
But it hasn't been nice there.
Hasn't been what it should be. You had to turn the water on the heater on the pool up.
Oh.
Make it a hot tub.
I don't know if Nikki has a pool.
No, my brother's.
No, I'm just saying.
I thought everyone in Florida had pools.
And not everybody has them. Why can I not find this? It's giving me a hard time.
E.T.
Because in Kingman, I remember the Kingman crash.
Oh, yeah.
I have that book.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that.
Well, we weren't even alive then, but we also did not live here at that time. But I have the book about the Kingman crash.
But I was down there doing work, and I was in the service down there, and the guy told me this is where it happened, right up on this ridge here, this dude. I don't know if he was lying or not, or knew it. I was going to go up there and see if I could get the energies. I had a dream last week that I had aliens contact me, It was a pretty good dream. They were pretty cool. I hope it might have been a download. They were real. Maybe I got taken and don't know it because they were pretty cool, though. Weird dream. I remembered a lot of it, too.
Here we go. All right.
Yeah, me too. We had a nice hot tub in Connecticut, and it was always a problem with it. Finally, I think we took it off the porch, off the patio. We cut it in two and dragged it out. Something. What did we do with that? Did we leave it there? The hot tub.
We did leave it there because the only way to, well, what happened was that the mice got up under it and ate around the jets. And because it was so old, like getting replacement parts was a nightmare. So we just left it there because we had to take the screen porch apart to put it on. So we said, whatever, you can just have that hot tub that's not working on the back porch. You know. But yeah. I'll pull this up.
First of all, Steve, I do stay out of Ellen's way. Me and the dog. We don't like to be in the room sometimes. Anyway,
You're so rotten.
I think. No, you're going to scare the dog. I believe in not all the stories, but there's definitely some action, and I'm surprised I don't see more. The places I've lived, I haven't seen activity. I'm kind of bummed out. I never really saw UFO activity. I was at Fort Hunter Liggett. That was a place to go in there for sure. Out here, oh, look at this. She's got the video on her.
Hang on. I'm going to play it. Literally right there, what you're seeing is the center of town. That's it. But we're going to play this drone footage, and I'd love to hear your comments because it's my video playing.
Anyway, it looks pretty good on this drone video. Listen to this community. That's all it is. It's got one road. Everything's there. I don't even recognize these buildings. It's not even our town. So, that's just
whatever. That's our grocery store that's closed.
Hard to see the business with Baby Dog, Illinois, Post Office. That's the restaurant. It's a cardio. Cheap heavy car. Just around the cafe. There's not even any
sidewalk.
Oh,
right. Yeah.
It looks green and lush. Dusty, dirty.
Hi, Furry. Yeah, we live about 5 miles past. We're going to turn around here in a second. We live about 5 miles up the road from here. Oh, freezing up. Oh, come on, really? Hey, I'm pausing you because they're about to turn around, but they don't explain what's going on here. Right here on the left, that's a big church. We have like 5 churches here. We have more churches than anything else. And directly straight ahead,
we need them.
Right under, at least on my screen, it says Arizona with a date. That's from 2017, obviously. That's the elementary school. So past there is nothing but housing. You got to go, let's see, about 5 miles down that road and take a left to get to my house. You won't see my house because they turn around way before there. So, but I just want to let you guys know. So where they started the video to here is about 5-6 miles, and there's about 3 to 5 miles previous from the start of the video back to the highway. Okay, I'm back, turning you back on.
So yeah, it is pretty open. It's open. There's not many big trees. The dust is in the pretty good. You know, that place, not a lot of foliage. So up here, it looks a lot more. Some of those bushes behind. But it's definitely not a forest. You go by the school, and there's the only parking lot in town. It's Haven.
It's gonna be a raven that flies by too in a second.
Get out of here.
Yeah, watch.
It's pretty. I don't see it.
You wait. Now we're going back the other way. It's when they're turning around. As you can see, we got a lot of space, a lot of land, a lot of the open big blocks that you see belong to BLM, Bureau of Land Management. And this is why it's kind of not cool to have open range, because you see no sidewalks, no lights. We don't see the cows. You got to be real careful because they just roam around. Oh, look, raven. So, yeah. So this is, what we see. Well, what Doug sees every day, twice a day when he goes back and forth to work. I rarely head out of town. Rarely get to town. Not much going on down there. We've got a Family Dollar and a Dollar General. We've got a little deli grocery store place. Let's see what else is down there. We've got a little, they call it a campground, but it's basically a place where people living in trailers all live in one area. They're not supposed to be there more than 30 days, but whatever. I don't know how that works. None of my business. What else have we got in town? Oh, I didn't look for that. I'll have to look and see if I can find it while we're watching another video. We have a little art gallery. This guy moved into town about 3-4 years ago, and he literally has one arm, and he welds, and he makes unbelievable, beautiful sculptures. Oops, I guess we're over.
Yeah, so
anyway, that's where we live. Oh, look, we have hardly any bars right now. Look at that.
What are you doing?
It's being weird. Hang on. It's not even up there. There we go. Okay, better, I think. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Okay, anyway, so yeah, that's where we live.
I mean, it's good and bad because you can see forever too. We live up on a little hill; we can see a long way through the valley. But sound travels, so someone could be 10 acres away, and you can hear what they're doing. Sound travels a long way out here.
Yeah, there isn't. I mean, we only have a couple of 2-story houses in town, and as you see, we don't have street lights. We do have a sidewalk now. Well, a walking. It's not really a sidewalk. I mean, it's wide, and people don't have to walk on the road, so that's cool.
It's a sidewalk.
It's a weird sidewalk, yeah. We go to we go Family Dollar and Dollar General, and that little store that I was saying is a deli. They make good food, and they make pizzas, and he has a little frozen section. I mean, it's just me.
He has little produce.
He has produce. Yeah, we can get carrots and celery and stuff, and onion or some potatoes. That's the hard stuff to get here. I order from Moink, Moink.
Meats.
Yeah, I order meat from them.
Healthy meats.
Because we got like Walmart and what is that other Safeway?
There's all kind of badges.
Yeah, but they're not good. None of them are good. I worry about all the food that we can get, and I try to avoid the processed foods as much as possible. And no, I'm not perfect at all. Nope, but I do try. And yeah, we've been getting our meat from Moink. Yeah, well, no, Mr. Picky, what that was a troll. It was 100% just a troll. So it wasn't a YouTube thing at all. It was just, idiots. But I've now set it to subscription only. Hopefully that showed up when you guys came in. Maybe I didn't do it for this, but that tends to keep some of them out. Back to Eden gardening would be awesome. Yeah, well, the trouble is trying to grow stuff here. It's not easy. What seemed? Oh, that, yeah. Yeah, it was, because they had the little logos and stuff, and yeah, it was not good. That was not
It was
cool.
scary.
It was scary.
Well, you had that,
and then
you had
what? Like a week later,
2 weeks, a week.
someone took over my computer, and I had to shut down.
Yeah, that might be.
Yeah, I learned that, Nikki. I just started the channel, and I want, it was like, who's trolling me? I'm talking about donkeys and things, and I don't know. I know where it came from, but it's not a problem. I fixed it. Oh, Eden Gardens is like an ordering place, Furry. She's got all my favorite hobbies: furry things and plants and shiny things. Guess where I met her?
Wow, could have been anywhere. Where'd you go?
On Jeff's channel. Donkeys are controversial.
Yeah, they are. Subjective, controversial. And
a gardening method. Okay, I will look it up because I've done some gardening.
We were somewhat successful here.
Yeah, the big problem we had was stunted things because it gets so hot. They'll keep growing, but they don't get bigger. Like I had like 6-inch corn. Well, no, how big is that?
I don't know.
4 inches, like a 4-inch corn cob, but like, skinny, like a hot dog. Like, less water. That's always a bonus here. But the other problem I had is we have everything wants to eat whatever is growing and green, and they don't even care if they like it. It's growing and green, and in the summer they want it. So, we basically have to have a Fort Knox to grow things here. So we are working on that.
We are working, but
we had it going, and then we had the miserable summer that ruined my garden cage again.
It was so freaking hot this summer too.
Yeah,
for so long.
It was miserable. We wouldn't
harder than last year.
We probably would have lost most of the plants if we managed to actually get them planted.
But yeah, we got to grow. I mean, growing is something we can do. I'd rather not kill animals and eat them, but if I have to, I know how. But I definitely have to.
But we could trade our cucumbers for chicken.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is what I want. I'm going to give you guys a referral code for Moink. If you're interested, go look it up. Doug and I were actually very pleasantly surprised with the taste of this. It actually tastes like food, like the meat that we ate when we were kids. It actually tastes good. Shade cloth. Yeah, that's what we had. A big one. And the wind ruined it. And
we learned how to secure it better, so we'll have it up next time.
Trial and error. Luckily, Ellen knows how to shop on sale, so I'm not out a ton of money for the ripped shade cloth, and I might even be able to salvage it. So enough of it because it was so big. I could.
I don't know.
Possibly salvage
it. Pretty bad. You haven't been out there lately, have you?
Yeah, I try to avoid it.
It's in tough shape.
Well, because I have donkeys, Nikki. 2 of them. They're really unicorns in disguise. They really are. Gypsy's the donkey that showed up in our backyard. We moved here in August, and in Valentine's Day, believe it or not, I was standing at the kitchen sink, and we had just gotten used to these free-range cows being in our backyard. We knew they lived here, but we didn't understand, like literally in our yard here. Well, so now I'm seeing these giant ears in my kitchen window. I'm like, that's not a cow. We go outside and there's a donkey in our backyard, like a full standard donkey. And here the donkeys are burros. They're smaller. They're from Mexico, and they were.
She's a spotted ass.
Left here for, from the miners and stuff. But she's bigger than that. And it's like, and she's spotted. This is not a wild burro, We have those here too. So we found out that someone had moved out in the middle of the night under suspicious circumstances and had turned her loose along with other animals, and some were still left there. So we talked to everybody, like all the people in town, the sheriff, the Bureau of Land Management, the herding, who are the cattle
The
people,
cattle
cattle
talk to the
association, because
animal control.
it's animal control, because it's still considered rustling to steal animals here, and it's still a hanging offense on the books in Arizona. So you don't want to go there. So nobody wanted her. We got permission to keep her. Blah blah blah. So we caught her, and we actually caught her on St. Patrick's Day. So she's my little unicorn. I mean, we found her on Valentine's Day, caught her on St. Patrick's Day, and like 2 days later, there was a rainbow over her. And I have a whole bunch of rainbows, pictures of Gypsy and videos on my channel. And, and she's just like awesome. Like, she's just awesome. She's like the pet I never knew I needed. And then we got Willow.
And then you had to have another donkey.
No, Gypsy needed a friend.
Yes. So you went behind my back, I'm sure.
You went and picked her up.
Wow, after she was paid for, probably.
You paid the lady
PayPal.
when you got there.
I don't remember that, but she's here.
Yeah, Gypsy's awesome. She is just so awesome. And Willow, we love her, but yeah, she's young, she's fresh, she's not properly trained, because apparently getting a 6-month-old donkey and raising her like a dog is not the way to do it. But oh well. And but yeah, they're just really, really cool critters. I mean, they're just cool critters.
It's the ears.
The ears, yeah. Well, then we went and saw a friend that had horses, and Doug's like, "What's wrong with your ears? They're too little."
Yeah, they might be shape-shifting alien donkeys.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. They're fun.
This Gypsy, she looks like a time-traveling donkey.
Yeah, Gypsy's a good girl.
Willow looks like she should be on Shrek.
Yeah, she is the Shrek donkey. Except she's brown. Reddish brown. Oh, But yeah, they're fun. They are fun. I mean, they are like big dogs, but big dogs. With hard heads and big hooves. Yeah. Well, hard hooves.
Willow liked to step on my feet for a while to try. I know she knew where her feet
were.
Oh,
she knew what she was doing.
I had to kick her a few times.
Yeah.
She's right. She's over it.
And young donkeys play hard, like really, really hard. Like you'd be scared watching them. So I was scared watching Willow harass Gypsy, but Gypsy had a baby, so she actually understood the antics of it, and she was really good with Willow. I think she taught her a lot of stuff. So,
but Gypsy's had enough. She lets Willow know.
Oh yeah, she would, because she was bigger, obviously, because she was full grown, and she'd just like put her head and neck over Willow's shoulders and just kind of like push down on her. It was funny.
Isn't the donkey the Democrat?
Yeah, we don't like to. That's
they are controversial.
That's just that's a bad.
I don't like
choice.
Political donkeys at all. No elephants either.
Nope.
No elephants.
But no, they need a new name because no.
Politics.
I wish our politicians were unicorns like Gypsy, but I'm afraid that's not the truth. Oh, man. So, yeah, we don't have any big plans going on for the weekend, huh? Nothing good.
No.
Hopefully my new camera's there tomorrow, or I got more supplies. That didn't, nothing I could play with. Zippy bags and tape and what else did I get? A millimeter gauge that I can actually see the numbers on. Yeah, you got to come meet my Gypsy girl. You'll change your mind, and then you'll want one. Yeah, who got a donkey after they met Gypsy? So, Crystal.
I think after she got eight.
Got eight.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think it was. I don't remember if it was before or after her.
It was after. I remember. Yeah. Yeah, they're cool.
When she was here to pick up that horse? When she came over to the trailer and picked up the...
No, before then. Yeah, we rescued a horse.
From down the street?
From down the street, yeah. That
walked it here.
That was not... That was sad, though. They were two older horses, and her mate died, and the woman couldn't do anything. She was an old woman, and
she didn't live there. She rented that just for
yeah,
them.
she was renting the property for them, and so
Acre with a trailer on it.
her dead horse and her live horse were both in the same corral, like for days, and that was just like horrible. So we ended up going and getting Madigan and walking her down to our house, and then Willow really hated Madigan, and they almost destroyed the barn trying to get to each other because we separated them. So Crystal, a friend of ours here in town, came and got Madigan. So and she lived with them till she passed. I don't know, a couple years after that, because she was old. But at least she wasn't in the corral with her dead mate. So, we do what we can. It is sad. This is why I had to get out of animal rescue, because it's sad. I mean, it's really heartbreaking and really expensive, because usually you get them when they're sick or old and they need vet care and medicine, and then they die, and then you're sad again. And, but, you just can't, you got to have compassion and empathy and take care of things. And when people are people and they don't do it, then I step up and do it, because it's just wrong. It's how I am. And Doug just lets me do it, and then he helps too, and he understands.
Well, the last one, the dog that showed up here, he had a good home. So that was a happy ending, because he's Henry's still down in Phoenix. So
yeah, I went out to feed. You came home.
I went out to clear when Sasha was here, and I went to see if we didn't have the fence for him yet.
Right.
So they went out, Sasha and Otto, and I went out to make sure there were no cows, because she liked to chase the cows.
And there was just this big emancipated dog laying in our driveway.
Belgian Shepherd, Belgian
Malinois.
Malinois.
Like a big giant German Shepherdy kind of dude.
Yellow though, a little bit.
And
he was skinny.
He could barely stand up. And so someone had abandoned him, and he'd managed to find his way to our driveway.
Our back door, our front door.
He didn't want to come in, which was good, because we had 2 dogs at the time that, might not have liked that. But he was very happy. We put a dog bed and water and shade and food and put him out in the backyard. And he was very happy to be out there. And after a couple of days, he started playing a little bit with the toys. And then he was good with the other dogs. So we introduced him. And, I tried to find a home for him. And actually a friend of mine down in
Phoenix.
Yeah, Scottsdale area.
Oh, she's a Phoenix.
She wanted him. And so we got him vetted, and she came up and got him. So... and he's living the life. I wish I pretended I was him and gone and lived with her, because he's got a hot tub and a pool and a nice backyard, and they even put in a little fake fire hydrant for him, and but yeah, he's living the life, boy. He is living the life and getting groomed on the regular.
He was someone's dog.
He was someone's dog.
They weren't looking for him, so they just dumped him.
He was only like 3 years old. He wasn't that old.
Not that old now, yeah. That was a couple years back.
But that's how I get my pets, folks. They just show up. I mean, my little Cricket, I found her in the road going to work at the pet shop. I was pulling in to open the store, and there's a little kitten in the road. Took her home. Jordy, our big tiger cat.
He showed up.
He showed up in our driveway at our house. The parrots, they've come. Well, I bought Poppet. I actually paid for her. Hannah, she was... left in somebody's house in Golden Valley.
They do know where to go.
Yeah, I got the big sucker sign on my head.
They do know, and yeah. Remember the people calling? The lizard was found in the woods in Connecticut. We had him with a bearded dragon that was out in the woods in Connecticut, walking around by himself. He was like 2.5 feet when he died.
Yeah,
it was huge. Anyway.
Yeah, I have, right now we've got 3 parrots, 2 horses, 2 donkeys, 1 dog, 1 tortoise, and 47.5 pond fish.
Good. Yeah, Mr. Picky, I tell you what, most of Ellen's pets are healthy, are fat. No skinny animals here. They all get plenty of food.
Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah. You get fed by half the women in Kingman. I don't need to feed you at home.
Oh, all right.
Did we discuss that?
Hungry.
Yeah, my fishes, I got a pond fish in a bucket in our shower that's probably not going to make the rest of the night. So She's trying, but she's old and it's not going well. You know. But yeah, what was I saying before you got me flustered?
Giant goldfish. Looks like hecklefish.
Well, she's about, what, 14 inches long? She's big. Red eyes, big long tail, very pretty one. All white. I guess she's actually an albino. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. You missed it. I talked about that in the beginning.
That's a half. Yeah.
Yeah. One of my pond fish we moved from Connecticut. It's one of my originals, and it's just a pond comet. They 15 years is about their lifespan. So being that old and then having the big cold snap that we had, it probably just stressed her out, and she's probably not going to make it. But there's not much to be done. So it is what it is. But I got plenty of pets. But yeah, I'm down a dog, and I don't have any cats right now. And we lost one of our parrots. We moved here with a bearded dragon and 3 chinchillas. They've all passed. The 2 original dogs and 2 original cats we had, they've passed. And then one of the parrots, right? That's all we brought with us, I think. We still have Adam, though.
Yeah, he's only injured.
He's just injured, yeah. Talking fish,
hecklefish on Y-Files.
The Y-Files.
Hecklefish, he's my favorite. AJ. And the hecklefish with Gertie. Hecklefish is married to the camel named Gertie.
Yeah, we know all about it, Nick.
I love
all about it. Mike Barra has the hecklefish stuffed toy that
talks like a hecklefish.
That's what you got to get Mr. Picky for Valentine's Day, Nikki.
So one year for Valentine's Day, Ellen got me a Madagascar hissing cockroach.
Yep.
A big old fat hissing cockroach. He lived a couple years. His name was Herman.
Herman
the cockroach. And it was a Valentine's present.
I don't know. I haven't been looking. I've been busy watching Shiny Rocks. I actually haven't seen Y-Files in a while. I know we did a big, New Year's Eve special, but after that, I haven't really seen a lot of it. Yeah, notifications, just whatever.
I'm surprised. I thought of all those words at one time. Y-Files.
Yeah, I know. You did very well today. I think the turmeric is helping.
I feel like Joe Biden. He could have had all the answers.
Man, the thing, man. You know the thing.
I haven't seen Y-Files. We need to. I never know what comes on the computer. Ellen runs the whole media here.
Oh yeah, that's Pod. Yeah, affected by the fires. Yep, he does live in that area. I think you're right, Miss Picky. I think AJ lives in LA.
Oh, man.
A lot of people live in LA that do this kind of stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think about that. I just assume, you got a cell phone, you're going live, but his things are pretty complicated.
Pretty professional.
Yeah. He makes a good living doing what he does. I'm just waiting for my little camera from Amazon to show up.
I can't wait.
It's a document reader. We're going to see how that works because I'm tired of fuzzy pictures. Nikki, you don't got nothing crazy on me, girlfriend. I promise. Oh, is it? We'll have to go bug him. Oh, it's Sunday. He's not doing his Tuesday night Raw Man show or whatever the hell that one.
Oh, what's that? Yes.
Even Doug doesn't like that one. I mean, wow. That man needs a shrink, I think.
Masochistic.
Or an Irish Italian woman to teach him what's right.
Jesus. Yeah. He needs something. I love his dating advice. Oh, Lord. But,
oh, my God. I can't take it. Too funny. Secure Team. I don't know that one. Tyler fell off his rocker. I don't know that one. I'm telling you, if there's something that's on the fringe, I know about it. I've read it. I've seen it. I've watched it. I've gone and bought the National Enquirer to read the story. I mean, I'm that tinfoil hat person. So, yeah, I'm guessing you're going to be hard pressed to come up with something that'll shock me. Too funny. Yeah, see, I mean, back in the day, I was like, what was it? It was mostly on PBS, I guess, where you would get things about
think about what
UFOs or Bigfoot or anything not
and they were sort of
mainstream.
generic, hokey
Yeah.
shows.
And
They're
now
good.
the
Now you
fact
got
that I
tons
can
of them.
just type it in on this little keyboard and all this comes up, it's like, wow, I didn't even have to look for it. It's just here. But then you got to figure out.
Clearly, some of them are fraudulent, but with today's cell phones and people out there, my God, there's things up there like, well, someone tell me what that is.
I mean, I go check out the book in the library to be like one other name on the card.
Like one on the back, that little thing on the
that's
back.
It. Oh, yeah.
And you're looking with you last year.
Right, that kind of thing, yeah.
We do have a lot of books in our bookshelf about Bigfoot, UFOs.
Yeah.
Loch Ness.
Not so much Loch Ness.
We have one.
Never, I mean, yeah, there's big things swimming around in the water, whatever. I don't live there. I don't care.
There's supposed to be one in Lake
Well,
Champlain.
there she is. Do you have your pants on yet, girlfriend?
It probably does. It's going to be cold. It's going to be cold.
Yeah, me either, Steve. I don't really use AI. I do, but I'm like, Google Chat or what, I don't go there for my sources of information, but I guess I kind of do if I'm using a search engine. No pants, Maria. Oh, all right, Maria. The question of the week is it snowing down there? Is it cold down there? What's going on down there?
Ellen says you guys going to be wickedly cold.
Nikki and I are still filling each other out. We're both worried about freaking the other one out and thinking we're too weird. But I think that, we could probably, hang out in a dorm room together for a while. Oh, Steve, you better not be wearing shorts, man.
Oh, I'm bleeding.
Well, stop picking. Digging, scratching, picking.
No, I was not. Those dogs' toenails need to be cut. Someone needs to take care of that dog.
60 and 40.
Not bad.
We're only 50 and 30s. I mean, last week we were 20s. It was
got a couple cold days.
I had ice. The horse ice was, I could have skated on it. It was thick, Only a couple. Yeah, don't be doing that. Yeah, Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he's side-eyeing me again. He did. He just did.
Wasn't me.
Right back at you, girlfriend. Right back at you. So, yeah, I just hope everybody stays warm. It's woo. Go weird, man. The weird is the only way to go. This whole normal thing, I don't do normal. I've never done normal. Like, literally, I don't think I've ever done normal. I'm not exactly sure what that is. I've seen other people try to do it, but it just looks weird.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was only me. So I sort of almost pride myself for being a little
weird,
different,
strange,
weird. You look weird.
Little on the edge.
You look weird.
Yeah,
Your friend also very weird looking. Weird people.
You're just something else today.
And you're a weird friend too.
Oh my God.
I do, normal. And everyone stresses out about being normal and the norms and what should be and what you should look like and what people should think about you. What will they think? Oh my God.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of videos about that too. People 50 and over, they just really don't care anymore. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, now I know what they say. The older you get, the more you just don't care.
Well, because a lot of it really doesn't matter. But I mean, there's still a level of standards that you should,
Well, I'm not saying.
Keep your finger out of your nose. Keep your pants on in public.
Sorry.
There's some standards that we should all attain.
No, I'm not saying you go off the rails. I'm just saying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you got to be normal, but cover yourself up and keep private things private.
Okay, so what you learned in kindergarten?
What you learned in kindergarten? That pretty much.
It could be weird, but
we could just all, stay in kindergarten. It might be better. Oh man, I got to figure out dinner again. I always think about that. 'Cause
Oh,
it's that time
boy.
of day, and now it's actually pretty late.
We're gonna starve.
I'm gonna run out of free hours this month.
You're gonna be paying for this soon.
Normal is overrated. Yep.
Yep, it is.
Well, one of my favorite sayings from the bathroom wall was, reality is for people that can't handle drugs. So, that's my point of view on life. So,
What did Edgar Allan Poe say? I've been insane for a long time with terrible bouts of sanitary in the middle of it. Or
sanity in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, he's he was.
Yeah.
He was a little backwards.
Yeah, I think normal involves way too much involvement in outside things that really are none of our business. I don't want to be in corporate America, or corporate world or global government or whatever they're doing with it. I don't really want to be part of it. So I guess their concept of normal doesn't have to be mine if I don't want to play with their games.
Your reality is what you make it.
Pretty much. I mean, just, we got 10 commandments. We got some basic rules in kindergarten. And if we just follow those,
take care of the business.
I don't know what else we need to do. I mean, my big thing, stop being greedy, stop being lazy, and stop being ignorant. If you do that, I think you got it covered.
Sounds a little harsh.
I don't think so.
No, my neck hurts.
Greed is bad. Lazy means you're sitting around waiting for someone else to take care of you. And being ignorant is being willfully stupid. You choose not to know things. Therefore, it's not my problem that your life sucks, because go fix it.
Oh, my goodness. Threw her back out.
Oh, Maria, I'm so sorry. Sitting upright. Careful. Be careful. Added back and things are going around.
If you ever could get young people to start living correctly, I think we just abused our backs and we don't really realize it through our whole life.
Oh, he just said the bad word. See, this is the problem with people.
What?
Stay in your lane, treat people how you want them to treat you, and take responsibility for your actions.
It's really not my fault, Mr. Picky. It's just not my fault. I think it's your fault. I guess so many people I know it's just not my fault. Nothing is ever their fault.
No,
it's
you're getting attacked all the time. The world hates me. My boss hates me. I don't know, whatever. It's not my fault that my alarm didn't go off, or I don't know, pick a thing, anything.
And now you've offended me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Doug's offended, folks.
So that's it. Take responsibility. No one takes responsibility.
Oh, Maria, honey, I am so sorry. That just sucks. When it's bad, when you say you're finally sitting upright, that's bad. Sometimes standing is better than sitting or laying down, depending on where the problem is, Adam's still not doing great.
He's doing bad.
He got that little tear in his abdomen, like near his belly button, and it's not a hernia, but it's a tear in his abdomen, and
it could be a hernia very easily if something sticks through there, and it
hurts.
It's burning. He said it burns all the time. He's trying to be immobile, but he's working. I mean, he's moving. He should be.
He's the manager, and he kind of has to go to work, and people
at least do the paperwork and
quitting or not showing up, or the paperwork. ATF show, is it ATF? Who's the people that do his gas?
I don't know.
Those regulator people and the state regulators people and the bosses. He's got things he has to do, and I don't know. Anyone got an idea? I have never had a ripped abdomen, but if you know what to do, let me know, because I don't have any magic medicine for that one. I tell him to lay down and put his cat on top. I don't work. I'm not keeping up with nobody. You don't. You need to slow down. Yeah, we're all old. FYI, we're old, people. We don't work like we used to, and things hurt and they break. And when they break, they don't tend to heal real fast. So. Yeah, I don't know what to do for him. Drugs and booze. No,
Yeah.
no,
Woo.
Maria. That's not going to help him.
Can't hurt.
He's not a drinker, so that's good. Too many alcoholics in my family, so, and Doug's family.
Now I'm offended again.
Well, you could be offended all day long. It don't change the fact.
Just because my grandfather started the first AA meeting on the island.
Yeah,
He was good at it, quitter.
But yeah, I offered him some Vicodin because that's all I have from when my back went out, and telling him, the truss and the heat pack. That's why I said put the cat on it, because it's a weighted heat pack, So yeah, every time he has to stand up, it hurts because it's unless he's laying flat on his back. I know, but a lot of people do worry. And sadly, last couple of years, it's like, well, you didn't take the stabby thing in your arm, so you can't work here. So you kind of got to worry what people think about you. And, for some people, not everybody, but,
okay, well, that's,
but yeah, there were a lot of people that were in that position. And, then God forbid you say, oh, I don't believe in that. Then, no, you're ostracized. It gets.
Must be one of those.
The only way you can not care about that is to actually know that your own self-worth and have some kind of good sense of self that you don't require the approval of others, which is a really hard place to get to in this world. Yeah, well, that's where Doug was at too. And I told him, we'll figure it out. We'll, where we live, we can do under the table. We can do side work. We'll go clean people's yards if we have to buy groceries, because whatever, we're not doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the good thing about where I work. And even the ads he puts out for hire say, the end of the ad, after it explains the situation, the job, it says, if you don't stand up for the flag of this country, don't even bother calling. He's like, and on the door, it's got a thing that says, caution, this is not a gun-free zone in our office doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just, and I'm glad I'm not in the position of having 3 kids and a mortgage, because that puts a lot of pressure on people.
Certainly.
And, yeah, that's my problem too. I don't work well for other people.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. I've worked well for people that aren't idiots, but I've worked for a lot of idiots. So, because I was doing under the table work and part-time work and raising the kids, and, so you got to have some give and take in that. But yeah, I worked for a lot of jerks, and that's when I ended up buying the store from the last jerk I worked for and owning the pet shop. And then after that closed, and I just told Doug, I said, I'm done. I cannot go get another job working for an idiot telling me what to do. I just can't do it anymore. And luckily, I didn't have to. But yeah, I feel bad for people that are not in that position, because it's really nice to be able to do what you want to do. And yes, Doug does still work, but he does have a lot more flexibility than a lot of other people. And, punching the time clock 9 to 5 in the factory, or sitting in a little cubicle or whatever, you do have, and, your 20 plus years of experience gives you a little leeway with.
Well, I have a good job and a good boss, and a good position. That's not bad. So it's easy for me to do it,
Right.
I'm tired of working, but there's a lot. This is a good place to be. So I'm not complaining about that. I take a day at a time when these cold days. Man, the other morning I'm like, God damn, I'm working outside. This is, and then it warmed up a little bit. The next thing you know, it was over freezing.
And then you had a moon pie.
Then I had a moon pie.
I won moon pies playing bingo online. And Doug's eating them, because I'm not a fan of moon pies. Yeah, big families. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Picky, you kind of are there. Yeah. It's a hard place to be. We definitely, why do you think all the women in chat love you so much, sir? It's because you are who you are, and you do what you do, because you're not sitting there whining and waiting for a handout. You get out there and take care of your family, and we see it. And I know Nikki appreciates it. And if she doesn't, I'll find you another one that will. 2 seconds flat.
There you go. Take a break to tour.
I'm just letting Nikki know in case getting a little bit too comfortable. But I'm saying based on how Barbie looks, she's not getting too comfortable. She's keeping him happy too. So.
Oh boy.
No, I think those two have a great relationship. Honestly, see. You get a man that's willing to work and take care of business. Wow, that's a major commodity. Nikki gets really hard pressed for funds. She can auction him off. Just lend him out for a week or so. You don't have to give him up, Nikki. But if you need money. Oh, funny. Yeah, Maria's a tough chick, though. She was Navy, Air Force. Which one? Navy. Maria was in the Navy, yes. Yeah, and now she does powder coating. Is that right? Am I getting anywhere near close, Maria?
I didn't realize until recently when I took the supervisor job that I didn't want to be a supervisor. That's why I never was. I just did the pest control route, and you can make good money and you control a lot of your life, and you do it. And then I got in charge of these other people.
Yeah.
People that want to not work and be sick and have all kinds of personal issues. Ugh. I'm worried about myself.
Yeah, that's just none of your business, Mr. Picky. That is just none of your business. You just bring her home ribs and keep that girl happy. Oh, man. No, it's nice to meet a married couple that actually likes each other, Yeah, occasionally. I mean, Doug and I didn't actually always like each other, but we do now.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. He gets annoying, though. I am going to auction him off, too, because I'm pretty sure I can get some money for him, too. Oh, girlfriend, I don't know. Hey, Steve, what's going on with the RV? I literally haven't been paying any attention, Maria, because, I just can't. I go check out Mark, but mostly for what's going around with Trump these days, so. Yeah. Oh, well, when we owned the pet shop, Doug actually took money out of his paycheck to help me keep the store running, and I never once got a paycheck out of there, so neither did he or the kids.
We took a little money out near the end. We were getting in good shape.
But it was,
we started to make money.
But, he's saying that Nikki isn't paying him on it. Yeah, so it's just the way it works.
That was a bad part-time job for me. Holy moly. And my boss, let's not talk about it.
Yeah, he's got a blonde boss, too.
Yeah. Demanding. Ask for a raise.
Yeah, I've heard there's some stuff.
I haven't paid Steve attention to it at all. And then
I know they've lifted sanctions, and I know that Iran is saying, okay, we'll play nice now, and I know that they're still trying to decide which stock market they're going to release it on, and that the BRICS is making Trump pretty nervous, so there's that, and about time someone paid attention. I'm saying if they're not going to pay attention, bye, Ella, have a good day, girlfriend. Groceries, well, make sure you eat something and get a rest too, huh? Hardest working lady on YouTube.
Yeah, we got to figure out food or we'll starve.
Well, let her feel better first. She's still got germs. Miss Picky wants a new payment system.
Oh.
But she's sick.
Yeah, it's negotiable, huh?
Oh, man. Yeah, Iraq always has holidays. They do.
They got a lot of holidays. You want to work over there, you want to work.
Yeah, but I don't know about that. I mean, it's they don't always have electricity, but they have a lot of holidays. So it's a trade-off.
I'm just thinking. Hopefully, I'll just be really surprised someday.
Yeah, that's how I figure it too. I'm still, guys. I'm still June, July thought. That's where I'm still at. So
I hate you.
any day,
Tomorrow.
prove me wrong, make me wrong, please. I will eat my hat. I don't have a hat, but I will eat one. I do have lots of hats. Yeah, we all would, but they really deserve holidays based on their weather and their lack of electricity and water and buildings and things. I mean, they probably deserve some downtime. They don't quite live the same way we do, not even in the cities. Even though they make the pictures look pretty, it's still shaky there. I mean, way better than it has been, that's for
What's
sure.
in the oven, Rob? What's cooking? I'm starving. Tell me what you're eating.
Dinner,
Someone
probably
help me.
something good.
He says it's in the oven. Man, I don't know what we're gonna have. Nothing's thawed. I'm panicking.
Oh my God.
After 4.
I think we're gonna have French toast and bacon.
That's not what I was thinking.
Well, what are you thinking?
I was thinking steak.
We could have steak. I got time to thaw a steak.
I'll starve.
Yes, we are very spoiled. More spoiled than... I don't think so. When it snows in the Middle East. Well, it happens occasionally. No, I don't think Rob's doing that. His are grown too. Children. That's all I'm saying. All right, Rob, now you got to tell us what's in the oven. Now someone's thinking, other things in other ovens.
That's what I mean. We're spoiled. People.
Oh, chicken and Brussels sprouts.
Oh, I love Brussels sprouts. The best vegetable in the world right there. Closely followed by broccoli flower, the hybrid cauliflower and broccoli.
I like broccoli.
Hybridized. Oh, yeah. They used to grow up in California. We lived there. We'd go out after they harvest the field and take it out of the fields. They'd let you do that. Gleaming out of the fields. We filled up the hatchback. We had the 3-cylinder Metro, and we went out there, put in the back seat, opened the hatch, and filled it with broccoli flower.
Well, another thing, tomatoes. What else? Because that's where the Heinz and the Hunt's tomato companies grow their tomatoes.
Straight broccoli, too. They never
broccoli. Yeah, no straight cauliflower, but broccoli flower, yeah.
We filled up the little 3-cylinder.
Yeah, well, everything should scare you. Did you get my Moink link? Check it out. Just go check it out. I'm going to post it again. Oops, not paste copy.
Pizza. Good to go, Maria. Shut the creature. It's like Adam when he lived here would make him go get stuff. Adam used to work at a pizzeria. He ran it on the weekends in Golden Valley, and he lived here then, and he'd bring us home. He'd make all kinds. He was good when bringing home pizza. Of course, he lived in the camper. And
yeah.
The cat was in here all the time.
Yeah. Why did that not post? Is it being bad?
You're being bad. It said posted on this thing right here.
Okay.
Moink. Oh no, that's Moink.
Yeah, it's literally farm fresh meat, and it's got no stuff in it, and it tastes.
I like cabbage too, though.
Meat. Oh, we love cabbage.
She says cabbage refused to grow up. I like it. The Brussels sprouts, the cabbage.
Yeah, we grew Brussels sprouts. We grew those really good. They grew for 2 years.
Hell out of them. We just didn't take them out. They stayed the whole summer, all winter. They weren't as good the second year.
No.
They didn't yield very much, but we kept them for a while because why kill something,
Yeah, it's hard for me to weed and you're supposed to thin out the plants and stuff, but it's like, well, it's big growing a carrot down there. I don't want to pull it. That's the hardest part for me. I don't like killing anything. So
yeah, I ate so many Brussels sprouts a while back. I brought them home, and Ellen didn't. I don't know what she ate. I just cooked them and ate them. And
I was laughing.
I don't know how much I ate, but boy, yeah.
Well, that was one of our fridge clean out nights.
I spent some time in the bathroom the next day. That thing kept through me good. Angry stomach.
And I asked him if, when he went for the second bowl full of them.
Just
Brussels sprouts. You still hungry? You want me to cook you something else? Oh, no, these are fine. Okay.
So all I ate that night was Brussels sprouts.
Sometimes grown-ups have to learn the hard way.
Oh, you've never had any dairy product for dinner?
Oh, but I don't spend the next day on the toilet after my dairy
You
products.
can't eat chocolate ice cream for dinner.
Yes, I can.
It's not right. People would think you're weird.
I know. It's not good for anything that we're eating. Not our water. It's not good for the air we're breathing. It's definitely getting into all of our food products, not just the meat. Anything that grows in the dirt that had all, that's what happened in China. What is in their food?
I don't know.
Not heavy metals, but lead.
Same with
whatever it is. They have so much of it in the air from the pollutions from their factories that they literally have no clean ground to grow food on anymore. So all the food that is grown there is contaminated with heavy metals really badly, which is another reason to not buy anything for you or your pets from China, because it's really not safe.
Hell, it's in the air. You're breathing it.
Well, I know, but I
Small
mean
particles,
but
too.
China
It's
is
everywhere.
so
Yeah, but I mean,
polluted that their soil is polluted. Like they can't even reclaim it at this point. There's no hope for it at this point. It's really bad. Exactly.
no, I love that people paying their money for their organic at the grocery store and I'm down there at Smith's.
I mean, that
organically grown.
That moink stuff there, I pay $159 a month for meat, period. And it's just me and Doug, and we eat
but there's like pork chops,
like a 5-ounce portion of meat each, because that's how they sell stuff. But yeah, I mean, like I'll get pork chops, steaks, sausages. They have ribs, they have roasts, they have
hamburgers that are also
the half ham,
beef
half
and
sausage. Yeah, pork.
Ground up pork. Hamburgers are pretty good, but
very dirty.
I mean, it's all better than you'd get at Walmart. It's not perfect either, but it's all like corn fed. It's the meat. You can tell the meat's not perfect.
Okay, no, you're everybody. It's everybody, absolutely everybody. And I'll tell you, from my point of view, with my tinfoil hat, right now the planets are all six of the planets are all in alignment. Real thing, and it's a lot of it has to do with planetary alignments and where we are in the solar system and how it affects us. And yeah, it's affecting us. It's affecting us really bad.
Yeah, everyone, lots of people.
I've been talking about this, I feel, ad nauseum for weeks, because we're just all like, it's just all weird. Everything's just weird, and your brain just doesn't work right, and you don't feel good. And I have said that I believe men are getting attacked, picked on more than women in this situation, because the age of Aquarius is about bringing the balance of masculine and feminine back into play. We've been under masculine rule, and I'm talking planetary, biblical, blah, 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 not just, people stuff. And now we have to go back into alignment. And that means 50-50, which means that men, good, bad, or otherwise, they're getting knocked around, because the women have to come up in power, the men have to go down in power, and it's not anything bad, but again, it's just like breaking down the economy or breaking down the government. It's going to get messy and it's going to get uncomfortable. The end result will be good, but in the meantime, it's just like I was saying to the women, give the guys a break, because remember, they've been dealing with our PMS for years, and maybe they're dealing with our menopause now, and it sucks, and we can't control it. You guys can't control it either, because really, it's just energies. I really think the energies are changing, and it's not a personal attack against a man. It's just the masculine and feminine energy have to be in balance. And it's going to be uncomfortable while that happens. My opinion.
Well,
and other people's.
I agree with that.
My opinion.
On top of that, if you look, you also have solar storms. The solar flares affect us. That's what Rob's talking about, solar storms. They definitely affect us. We have tracked them, and our moods, our feelings, how we feel, we are affected by the solar flares, and they're poisonous with our food and air and water. So you get all this. You get the planets. I would not say woo woo. What is the planets?
Astrology, astronomy,
the universe, how things are going.
Yeah.
You've got all these different factors. So God knows.
And I'm also a bit of along the line of a believer that the planets are living things. I mean, they, the universe is a consciousness, I believe, and we're all a tiny little piece of that consciousness. And the planets are a really big piece. They're way bigger than we are. We live on them. They probably have a lot more energies to throw out and mess with us than we know what to do with. And I don't know that we literally can actually understand it, because we are the tiny little ant on the runway, and we look at the big giant plane and we're like, whoa, what is that? We don't have the ability to understand it. We literally can't understand the universe because we're a tiny little part of it. So, yeah, and because we are little, we're going to get thrown around a lot by these energies. Yeah, the Schumann resonance, everything. We have earthquakes, we have volcanoes, we have all kinds of crust shifts going on. We have big cracks. Where? In Arizona, in Africa. There's one somewhere in Europe. I don't know where. Yeah, this has nothing to do with us or climate change or... the planet's a living being, and we're just like little fleas. And if we bug it too much, it's going to find a way to make us go bye-bye. And it's probably not wrong, but we can work with it. We can live with it. But yeah, give yourself and give everybody else a little breathing space, because this is what I've been talking. It's just uncomfortable. It's weird. Nothing horrible. But I think part of what we forget is that life is a journey and the destination is our grave. So we really shouldn't be in a big hurry to get there. And I don't think we're ever going to get to this place which I would really like, and I'm guessing a lot of the people would too, where, oh, look, I did it. I'm done. I can just be now. I don't think that works that way. We have to keep learning. And when we get too comfortable, then that tower moment comes in, pulls out our foundation, and we got to rebuild it and do it better this time. And every day you have to be better than you were yesterday, not better than your spouse or the guy at work or the person you saw on the street. Better than you were yesterday. And that's all you can do. That's all you really can do. No, there's a whole thing going on, Mr. Picky. I've told people
I
before.
felt the same way. You're talking about anger?
Yeah.
I've got I felt bad lately. I've too much anger. Just a little while ago, I was realizing how I feel when you're negative, you feel negative. When you're positive, you feel positive. And it sounds funny, but I sort of figured that out a while back. And now I'm feeling like I'm angry all the time, and it's not a good place to be, because
who was it? One of the guys at work, you said, wakes up and says, oh, I just know it's going to be a crappy day, so I won't be disappointed for the rest of it. But he's already anticipating that nothing good will happen. So guess what? Nothing good's going to happen. Because even if it does, he won't see it, because he's programmed himself not to. And again, stupid as it sounds, I'm grateful I have this roof over my head, although that's not really a stupid thing to be grateful for these days. But, things that we just take for granted, being the spoiled Americans that we are, we really need to be grateful for more of this. And we have to realize, no one just handed it to us. I don't think anybody in this chat was given a house or a car or a job. You all worked for it. And you know what? You're still doing it. So guess what? You're better than you thought you were. You really are. And we are better off than we can imagine. I see people here in town that literally don't have a house. And yeah, I'm sure you all see them too. But it's like, it's sad. It just shouldn't be this way. But we need to be more grateful for what we do have. And we tend to be whiny babies a lot here in this country.
And this Maria saying just what we were saying this morning. It's harder for people in the know. And that's what we're saying. It's easy. Some people we know go through life and they never see outside their little circle, and they're all happy. They don't know. And I'm thinking it might be easier than to know. The more you know, the more you worry, the more things go down. You have to manage.
The more you know, you don't know.
That too. Manage that knowledge. And I think that I've also heard that fogginess is
the angry part too. Okay. Like we all know this stuff. What can we do about it? How can we fix any of it? Like, I can't fix the government. You can't fix, go vote. Yeah, okay. We keep doing that. It's not really getting where we want it to be, So you get that frustration built up, and it's like, what do you do? Go to the gym and punch a bag? Because,
Yes.
I mean, what do you do? Like, and I think that's where, but that's kind of, I think, what they were trying to push over the last 4 years, and we just refuse to take up arms and pitchforks and go do that, but I mean, they did it in England. They were the farmers, boy. Wow, those farmers rock. They dumping that manure on the state steps. I was like, woohoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess that's the other thing too, Mr. Picky, is what is your definition of greatness? And I don't mean you, but like any individuals. I think that's part of our cognitive dissonance. Like, especially here. Oh, you have to, get good grades and go to college and get a good job and make a lot of money and have the big house and go on the vacations. That's how you're successful. I could have done it. I have the brains. I don't want to. I don't want that life. For me, that's not success. For me, literally being able to not work, rescue animals, hang out and watch the sunset.
Ooh, there's one.
Enjoy nature. That for me is success, that I can actually still live comfortably and enjoy those things. I don't want a corporate life. I don't want those responsibilities. I don't find meaning in a lot of what they do. I mean, and that's the thing that they keep saying, all the people. Where's the meaning in our life? I mean, I had kids and I didn't work full time because I didn't want my kids in daycare. I really didn't go back to working full time until they were all full time in school. And because I wanted to be the mom, I wanted to raise the kid. That was what I wanted to do. And, that's a bad thing in society for past 40 years. Whatever, I don't care, And that's where the outside pressure comes in. You're not living up to society's standards. Well, I don't care. I don't think society's kind of stupid most of the time. I don't really want to be normal like we were talking about, because that's just no good. That is just no good. Exactly. And, you got to have the money, because we don't do the shiny rocks and shell trading anymore. But how much do you need? What do you need to be happy? I don't need granite countertops. I literally don't want them, because then you got to take care of them, because you worked really hard and they're expensive and you don't want them to get broken or stained. No, I don't, I got dogs and cats and things running around. I don't want fancy furniture.
It's like Tony that you don't even know. My friend Tony that I was talking to gave me the mechanic. Money makes you sweat.
Oh, yeah, Tony.
Money makes you sweat. He has enough money. He lives in a small house but a nice house. He works from his home doing his thing. His wife has a job, a medical job. She makes good money. But they work, money makes you sweat. You try to amass it. You try to amass too many. He's a really good example that I go by of someone who has enough. He lives his life every day. He lives stuff. He doesn't, just like we were talking this morning. We were talking about taking the time. I was talking, going out with the donkeys, doing stuff, living, enjoying the small things. Would I like a truck that's going to start when I go out there? Yeah, I really would. I really get to the point where I'm going to have to spend some of this money and get a decent vehicle. But people ask me why I don't have shiny vehicles. I don't care. They're all burnt from the sun. The sun burns the clear coat off them. And they drive. I get in, it does what I want. It's comfortable to drive. I don't care. So, but then everyone's got their thing. Ellen's addiction to shiny rocks and shiny metals. Yeah, she's like a crow. So, but
you still eat really well.
Yeah, we can eat. We can live. We're doing okay. We're not rich. We're not going to be rich. I don't think ever. Well, maybe sometime. Let's all say we may be.
Maybe in June.
Maybe Ellen says June. Prediction from Ellen. Write it down. She said June 1st.
Predicted.
We'll all be
I said
multimillionaires.
we're all going to feel better by mid-February, and that hopefully we'll have some nice financial things going on by the 4th of July. Hopefully. Oh, no, honey. They all live in nice little boxes.
Got more shiny rocks or shiny cars.
Well, either way.
We don't have a box.
Well, no, we don't have a box for the cars. No,
So
Doug would like one of those.
I would like a big metal building, and someday when I get my money, I'll get one. But just it doesn't.
But you take them out of the box and you drive on the dirt roads where the rocks get kicked up, and guess what? They're not shiny anymore, and the paint chips. And yeah, I actually want to paint the hood of the Land Rover with what's that stuff? The bed liner stuff.
Oh, bed liner? Well, yeah, black bed liner.
Yeah, but it's got a name. They make it for
Rhino
liner.
They get a lot of them now, I think.
I want to paint the house in Rhino liner too. They actually make house paint in Rhino liner now. Yeah. Yeah, bill free would be cool. But see, that's the thing. I don't go donating to the church either, but I will help people, actual human people that need help in town or whatever. I help people. The only charity that I do donate to on the regular is St. Jude's, which I know is, controversial, but they do help kids, some of them anyway. So I don't know, hopefully that's not going to be a thing either soon, but that worries me too, because the whole mRNA conversation that's going on now about fixing cancer. And, hello, people, it's called med beds. This is just, in my opinion, what med beds are. They've always said that they go and fix your DNA. Well, they do that with the mRNA because it attaches and changes things. And, yeah, it's going to be interesting, how this goes down. And I'm still not sure I'm going to be getting in one. But I don't know. I'm old. I could, go back to, I like being 28. So.
Just what is this? What if it's good?
Well,
what if they can alter your DNA and take away elements, and then we alter? What if we're supposed to alter our DNA? What if it's the way it's supposed to all go? I don't know. You just don't know. Don't worry about it today. Everything's the same today.
Well, I don't know, but I'm just, I don't know. Again, it's new, and I'm not going to be the first one in there. I can tell you that. Yeah, I know. St. Jude's, me too. See, but they, just like any other institution, organization, yada, yada. Who's the guy that opened it? He's involved in things and stuff. But, They do take care. They do pay bills. They do help, and I know kids have been saved. So I just hope, they do experimental treatments on children, but these are children that are going to die, and sometimes they get breakthroughs. But hopefully, they won't have to do that anymore. I think it's been around since a lot longer than that, Mr. Picky. Danny Thomas, thank you. Yes, yeah, he's controversial. Another rabbit hole for y'all. Check him out. But I do it right through Amazon. I order a lot through Amazon. A percentage goes there, and I'm thinking that once I get my channel up and running, that might be when I first do a buy me a coffee thing and use them as my charity, because unless we can get these other things, these 6,000 patents released. But yeah, who was it? Was it Tesla? Tesla did spooky. It's the frequencies, and that's what they're doing with this mRNA. They're getting these little nanobots in you, and then they're putting frequencies in you, and that's how this all works, because we're just energy, and you can manipulate energy, and none of it has to be the way it is. They've known how to do it forever. I mean, since let's say at least Roswell, if not before, and I'm pretty sure a little bit before then. And I'm guessing that a lot of it came from thousands of years ago, when the people that knew how to do all this lived here and not somewhere else. But I can't prove that, but I mean, the technology that was going on that we lost in Tartaria or whatever, the floods, the mud floods, the Ice Age, there's stuff and things, and it's in the Vatican and the Pentagon and other places. But yeah, the Spooky 2 was based on Tesla's experiments, and they did cure cancer. I'm pretty sure the article I was reading was in the 50s. And it's all based on frequencies. And if cancer really is a parasite, I'm sure you can kill almost any parasite with the right frequency. So, you can buy a Spooky 2 and use it. And, if you use it before at stage 4, you might actually be able to save yourself. Yeah, exactly. See, now you're catching on. There's stuff and things, and it's out there, and the movie stars don't just get plastic surgery, in my opinion. And
this is only for entertainment purposes.
Only for entertainment purposes, yeah. And I mean, the Reagan supposedly, and who else? Supposedly Trump. Now we're still waiting to find out if the real Trump died in a helicopter accident. Long before he thought about running for the first time around. So. Yeah,
Rob.
Yep.
It's called it's a Warehouse 13.
Warehouse 13, baby. Warehouse 13.
They had all the good stuff in
Warehouse 13. What they don't have, they literally destroyed and dumped on the bottom of the ocean, believe it or not. That's the other story. They supposedly found an entire Egyptian type, and I won't say Egyptian, but Egyptian type civilization in the Grand Canyon, and they found all the giant bones and this and that. And I mean, they sent out an expedition, but nowadays you try to get the information and they're like, well, that's just made up story. Okay, well, it was in it was in the newspaper and everything, but okay. And then the guy that found it, him and his partner just disappeared off the face of the planet. No one's ever heard from them again. And it just, craziness. So there's a lot of stuff, and there's been a lot of stuff coming out about the giants again, the red-haired giants, the six-fingered, six-toed giants from all over the world that, guess what? Were the Nephilim, or the children of the Nephilim, which were the fallen angels. And, then we go back into the UFOs. Are they really aliens, or are they really demons, and or angels, and or who the hell knows what? And it's complicated. Yes, sir. As above, so below. So yeah, it's just, I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, we're gonna find out, I guess. Yeah, pyramids. I mean, they say there's the crystal pyramid in the triangle. The triangle? The Bermuda Triangle. They say there's a big crystal pyramid in Alaska. There's multiple pyramids in Antarctica. They're all over China. I guess Japan has pyramids. I mean, I don't think there's anywhere on the planet that doesn't have them, because, they all lived here before us. They were the Atlanteans, or, because they say Atlantis was that one big circle place, which now they're saying is the Eye of the Sahara, which makes a lot of sense. And that, that was like, that would be like Washington, D.C., but they lived all over the planet. That was just like, the capital kind of situation. And that makes a lot of sense. And all the keyholes, they're all over the place. They've figured out now with all the LiDAR and stuff that around I have so many of these things in my head. The one that looks the one that looks like a sand castle in India. It's not in India, it's in Thailand. That big one. You know what it is. There's a big giant keyhole around that one. There's a big keyhole, I believe, at the Taj Mahal. And there's a big one at one of the castles in England, I think, where they keep the black swans. Well, I must be from Egypt too then, Mr. Picky. Yeah, Machu Picchu is pretty cool. Oh, and they just found another one. Tia. Oh, I can never say that. Teotihuacan, the one with that was really really old. It had the big T-shaped stones. They found another one just like that, only older, about 100 miles away from it, and it's really cool. Yeah, I don't know if I like it, but it has to happen. Angkor Wat, thank you. See, guys, my brain is old and it's so full of I mean, I've been reading this stuff since I was in 4th grade, and I have so many names, and I used to be able to tell you how the corresponding gods, because they're all the same. They just give them different names in different countries, and I just blah 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 blah. I just can't. Not Gobekli Tepe, but Teotihuacan. Oh, I can't even think of it. And then they have the pyramid in South America that they found out is actually 3 pyramids. There was a little one, and then they built a bigger one over it, and then a bigger one over that one. And underneath it is one of those cenotes, one of those blue holes. And, they've recently, the tinfoil hat theory is that, the Grand Pyramid was a power station, and the King's Chamber and the Queen's Chamber and all the funny little chutes they got going out there, and that it was run by water from the Nile. Well, and then we got the one in South America built over the cenote, and oh no, these, the one in China that's full of liquid mercury, which in theory didn't exist back when they built that pyramid, but what do I know, right? Yes, please, they gotta go. They gotta go. I mean, they've been running things for a long time. So since what the last time they impeached a president for real and made him leave. So yeah, a lot of that's why it's gonna get messy. That's why it's gonna get complicated and uncomfortable even more than it is now. So CBD gurus, guys, go ahead and order. Even in Florida, I'm pretty sure y'all can order from the CBD gurus. I got a video, Mr. Picky, go look. Y'all going to be needing a little breathing. Tiwanaku, there you go. Rob.
I told you it was Tiwanaku.
You be different. He's helping me out with my words. But yeah, there's so much, guys. It's just, there's so much. Because there's so much, it can't all be just fake. These aren't all story tales, fairy tales, and made up crap.
It's too much.
Go back to the Aborigines, which I believe are one of the oldest concurrently living humans on the planet. There may be a few in Africa, or maybe some of these tribes we don't have contact with, but the Aborigines, at least we can talk to, and their stories go back for years. And yeah, the H blocks. Yeah, yep. That place is, they can't explain that one. We can't even make those cuts. To this day, we can't build a pyramid, and we cannot make those H blocks. So, yeah, okay. The people with little chisels and hammers did that. Copper hammers, because, that works well. I mean, I just, you can't teach us science and then tell us that. I mean, you gotta, one or the other's wrong. And I can pick up a copper hammer and bang on a rock, and I can say is not true, because it's just stupid.
Where are the Jewish H blocks? Aren't those at Pumapuco?
Yeah. Yeah. Ancient buildings all over now. They finally figured out they have these big rocks, just look like rocks, not so much cut into blocks that look like they were melted together. Well, hello. I mean, apparently, yes, we are that stupid. We are that stupid, and we are supposed to not believe anything we actually physically can do on our own and see. It's just not the truth. I mean, really, Steve,
For how long did I didn't know until we moved here. So I'd say 10 years ago is when I found a lot of stuff out. And I was really you might have been more enlightened or more knowledgeable on some things or some theories, but
I was more aware of these things.
But
I mean, I think that's part of it too, is you have to experience enough things in your life to be able to say, I'm really not sure about what they taught me.
More and more is coming out too.
Yeah.
I mean, more and more with the internet and with just revealing things and finding things.
Exactly, Mr. Picky. And you don't go from the Wright brothers to Neil Armstrong in, what was that, like 100 years, 50 years? How it wasn't that long from the first plane flight to the first moon flight. Supposedly, that's that's a whole nother story. But you don't do that. It doesn't just happen. Period. It's just there's so much more that we just don't know. And the only reason we don't know is because apparently if we did know, they couldn't control us. They wouldn't be in charge. Because we wouldn't need them. And here we go back to egos, power, and maybe go back to church and learn those 10 commandments, because I don't think we remember those.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't going so well. Oh, man. I got to get off, guys, because I only had like a couple, 3 hours left of my free thing, and they'll probably shut me down when I reach limit. I'll have to see if I have any left for the rest of the month. So, there we go. Now we just went way down in bars again. I mean, why? We even have blue sky here. There's no reason for that. Oh, I've been talking about that bad things. I forgot.
That's
Old, right? Well, hey, it's been fun hanging out with you guys today. I hope you all have a good weekend and stay warm. Everybody gets over the germs and just don't pick the fight at the gas station, or if the idiot picks one with you, just smile and nod. You can't stop. Yeah, they're close together. Teotihuacan and Teotihuacan. That's what I was thinking of, and Tiwanaku and Pumapunku. So, yeah, it was fun. I'm not. Rob did it. But yeah, Nikki, I'll be seeing you, girlfriend. And tell Ella if you talk to her, it's so fun to have her. I just think it's a riot that she shows up here. So anyway, but yeah, really good talking with you guys. And we'll see you, y'all. See you again on Tuesday. Maybe Doug will. He might be home because we might have a snow day in Arizona.
Yeah, Monday and Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday. It could happen. Probably not, but So, all right, you guys, go make some dinner and chill out and go. Make sure you go check out Nikki so you can buy some shiny rocks and, put a smile on your face and, help poor Mr. Nicky there because, Mr. Picky Nicky there, he wants a raise. So we got to buy some more stuff from Nikki so she can give him a little bit on the side. She don't feel good. She needs to give him a tip. So y'all take it easy and we'll chat again soon. As always, sending much peace, love, and harmony from Petrichor Ranch in Arizona. Big warm hugs, all. Love ya. Bye now.
Goodbye.